fire.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yes.
Is this thing on? I have a feeling that this thing's on.
I can't tell.
I don't get like the update, and I'm trying to get my my channel points from Celebrity Dru by staying on as a and letting him catch the raid.
You get celebrity points for being on a raid?
Yeah, something like that. That's what he says every morning on the show. So if you are part of a raid, you get bonus points.
Mm-hmm.
So it says.
So if a man was a cheater, a man would just like jump into a stream right at like the half hour or the hour and just wait
stay there.
We'll stay there for a raid.
I mean, I guess, right? Good evening, Miss Denise Jojo. Happy Tuesday to you.
Miss Denise Jojo, what up with you?
Big up, Denise. Yes, well, something about the channel point. Maybe we should do something with channel points. Maybe.
I guess we
don't DJ, and people aren't going to pull up.
Figure it out.
People aren't going to do like pull up points or anything like that. You know what I mean? So maybe you have to use points to ask a question, or you can ask a question, but you got to use points to get an answer.
Or pop points.
Or we do like some sort of quizzes and things, and you win points somehow, right? We'll figure it out. The next evolution next week on Pizza in the Breakroom,
or sometime on Pizza in the Breakroom.
At some point in the fucking future on Pizza in the Breakroom.
LL.
Oh, what's that? We got modified emote. I think that's the first ever modified emote that's been used in the Breakroom. Personally, but I could be wrong. You can put sunglasses on the glasses. See what I did there? Oh shit, where'd Fitz go, man? Where'd he go? What the hell? Where are you?
Can you hear me?
Oh my god, how did you fix my screen? I can hear you. I don't even know how to fix the screen, yo. People are gonna come on, it's gonna be all crazy. You just played a replay? There's a replay playing now? What'd you do?
What are you talking about?
What'd you do? Oh, now it's just me. This is fun. So right now, it's just me in the break room. And we're just waiting for Fitz to connect back up. And then we'll go from there. As soon as he's back up and running. Quite interesting, Denise. What do you think? You think we're going to be okay? I wonder where he went. And he's not, you know what happens when he has these problems? He doesn't message me. He doesn't anything. So big member 95. Who that there? Who's big member 905? Greg. Big Greg, big up. It was good to see you the other day, brother. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. So I'm supposed to have a partner. My partner just went dead, as you all can see. We have a special guest tonight. That is Celebrity Dru, who's been very gracious to be able to come on. It was a little bit hectic getting on tonight. Mrs. Ron C, big up. We lost somebody, Mrs. Ron C. Oh, there he is. We back.
Wow,
you all right? You plugged it in?
Everything's plugged in. I just don't know what happened just now.
Okay. I was just messaging Dru. I was like, yo, technical difficulties. Hold it. All right. It made me all hot in here. Woo! All right.
Oh, you get
that. You got me all nervous. I was gonna have to host everything by myself.
Yeah,
Denise Jojo and Big.
You're
Greg
champion,
here.
bro. What are you talking about? You're a champion.
True. That's why I'm wearing the jersey.
Big member 905. What's up with you?
right?
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, man, it's been
Miss Ron
you had me
C.
you had me heated. Had me heated for a second.
Nah, man, you're a champion. You're championship caliber, man. You're ice in the veins. You're shoot the last second free throw with your eyes closed type of guy.
It's true.
These things don't fluster you, man.
That's true. I would have been okay. You're right. You're right. I can't lie. Everything would have been went just dandy, as they say. So yeah, man. How's your Tuesday?
My Tuesday, my Tuesday was my Tuesday was pretty good.
Eventful? Anything exciting? Any crazy haircuts today? Anybody ask for a crazy haircut?
Yeah, I got how many did I get today? How many crazy ones? I got so I got one crazy one.
Mm.
I got one crazy one. Got to express myself a little bit artistically on that one. Cammy, what's up with you?
Good evening, Cammy. So what? Somebody just said do a thing, basically.
They sat down and said, freestyle. So then I freestyled.
Mm.
Yeah, and I was pleased with the way that it turned out. You know, I did my process as well. Like, got to videotape the process from the start to the
Mm.
finish.
Mm.
So I love capturing stuff. So I have this content. You know
Guys,
what I
too
mean?
bad we're too old that we didn't have like video back in the day, guy. Imagine we used to have our haircuts from back in the day, or my haircuts, I guess. I remember I used to do that, just sit down and say go.
Mm-hmm.
Or work all freaking day and like just draw. Yo, what about this, man? Let's try this, yo. Can we
Mm-hmm.
do this? Come on. Game's coming up. Let's do this. Drop a number. Quick. Just do a number. Do a number for me real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah,
That kind of
yeah.
shit, right?
I don't get numbers so much anymore.
No?
I
Because
think I think I
nobody's
think
loyal
maybe
to
next
numbers
year.
anymore. People
Say
aren't loyal
again?
to numbers.
No,
People
no,
aren't
no,
loyal.
no. It's not that. It's not that. I think it's just the fact that things like team sports have slowed down a bit because before the pandemic, it was numbers all day,
Mm,
all day,
mm,
hockey, baseball, whatever, all
right.
day. But
But now it's different.
it's slowed down. Like like the Raptors logos, the Leafs logos,
So they
the
just have to put a mask on their head? Cut a mask in their head?
the mask logo.
Or a needle?
No, yeah, everything's kind of slowed down in that regard. But
Right.
the freestyle stuff, it's still going. But numbers and team logos,
Yeah.
not like it once was. DJ Flame, what up with you?
What up, Flame? Big up, man. Thanks for
But
coming by. So what do you so when people walk in, what do you want to hear? So if
what
somebody
I,
walks in the door, what do you want to hear somebody say to you?
what I want to hear. Okay, depends on time.
Like what's like, all right, let's go. Like what's that? Let's go.
Um, all right, let's go. Might be
Big up. Oh shit, Channel 9 in the house. See, we got music for Channel 9 coming in place. Big up, 9.
let's go. Might be a taper. Like I always love to see how a taper comes out.
Yeah?
And the taper seems like it's probably the easiest thing to do, but I mean to make a taper look really good,
Yeah.
it takes a little something,
Oh,
It takes a
word
little
up.
something.
Well, looky here. We got people bum rushing the place, yo.
Okay,
First
okay.
time viewers, raid signs. Look at there's madness up in here. Celebrity
is.
Drew must be in the bloody house.
Oh,
Oh
look at
man,
these.
big up
Busy.
everybody. Mad people flying in here now. Spanish mommy, big up. Mimi Kasimi. What does this say? Aloha, it's Sikia, maybe. Seashells, big up. Oh wow, Terry the Angel. See, these are people I see around all the time. So, oh shit, hype train and everything.
What are you talking about? Hype train?
People I see around all the time. So big up, Just Raju.
Just what's up with you, bro?
Alejandra, Julie Mango, Trouble. What up, Trouble? Jamaican Candy.
Mandy 1724, what up with you? Spanish Mammy, what up with you?
Purple
Kim
Queen.
Sue, what up with you?
Damn. Spicy
Celebrity
saucy
Dru.
sweet Mandy.
Thank you for the raid.
This is nuts. So this is what do they call this? What do you all call it? Twitch Tuesday, right? Wow. There's mad people up in here. Christy Ray, what up, cuz?
What up, cuz?
See, now this, you know what I can't handle? I'm going to talk to Drew about this in a little bit. But see this chat now?
Mm-hmm.
This chat's fucking wild, yo.
DJ Baba Khan, what up with you?
Baba Khan, big up. Celebrity Drew's up in the place causing trouble. Big up for the gifted sub.
Cindy Milo, what up with you?
Julie Mango, big up on the bits. Laughing Beauty, big up on the bits. I'm missing too much stuff. I gotta get tips from Drew because Drew sees everything. Like it must be like the Matrix, yo. It gets like slows down and all that
Slows
stuff.
down for him.
Slows down for him because me, like I'm looking at this right now, and I like there's just I'm done. That's it. I quit. Fuck it. I'm not even gonna read the chat no more. Right? So
well, thank you everybody for joining us.
Yeah, man. Big up, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us inside Pizza in the Break Room.
This is episode what now? Episode
36.
36. Good Lord.
36. We've been
so for all y'all that don't,
minute, brother.
Yeah, it's been a minute. All y'all that don't know, I'm T-Dot Hot Shot because we don't do name tags over here and shit. That's Couture Life. We've been around, I think, like you said, 36 episodes now. We talk about everything. Everything and everything. So we've been here for a hot second. We've been live on the Twitch for a hot second now. So big up everybody for coming by. Yeah.
Cassini, what up with you? Terry the Angel, what's up with you?
Yeah, and you know, I will say, before Mr. Celebrity Dru pops in, I want to paint a little picture because we were talking about it earlier. And it's kind of like the Twitch family, right? Fitz, we talked about.
Yes, sir.
Before Twitch, I'll be quite honest. We're gonna learn a lot about Celebrity Dru today, but I didn't know much about Celebrity Dru prior to the pandemic. I heard about him a couple of times here and there, but you know, Toronto's a big city, and they run in different circles. And since Twitch, though, man's got me like, you know, brand, you know, me and brand loyalty. Like I'm a brand loyalty type of guy. And this guy hit me with a few different things on the Twitch, and I'm loyal to the brand now. And I will say just how Twitch works and for the people, I reached out. I was tasked with reaching out to Dru, and I reached out to Dru and I said, yo, brother, want to be on the show. This guy came back with, now remember, I don't know this guy. Technically, we're Twitch buds, right? We're Twitch homies right now. We'll get into a little bit more of what do we say? 6 degrees of separation and shit later. But this guy, Mr. Celebrity Dru, said he'll be on. I think it was 100,000%. I got to go back and count the zeros.
There's a lot of zeros in that.
There was a lot of zeros.
A lot of zeros.
This guy said, hang on a sec. Like his idea, hang on a second. What time y'all start? Y'all start at 9:30. I usually start at 9. Let me see what I can do for you here. I'm going to raid into, like, this guy put all of that, you know, I don't know. We're new here, right? This guy's been around for a hot second. So big up to Celebrity Dru for being so enthusiastic, gracious. What's the fucking word I'm looking for? I don't know.
Those are good words.
A little bit of both.
Enthusiastic, gracious.
Like we were supposed to do it next Tuesday. Dru hit me up this afternoon.
Proactive.
Right? Proactive. Right? Man hit me up. He go, what about tonight?
Did you ever use Proactive?
Nah. No, I just washed my face, yo.
No, okay.
Yeah, man. I don't need that shit.
I know people who needed it. Or maybe they didn't need it, but maybe they got sold on the product. Because you know, like sometimes when people sell a product and they say it's gonna solve a problem that you think you have.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe we'll put
Dru's proactive.
Yes, Dru man's proactive. Messaged me this evening. He's like, you want to do tonight? He's like, I'll make the flyer. Right? This guy said, he said, I'll make the flyer. Send me a couple of things here and there one time. G to Greek, big up.
G to Greek, what up with you?
Right? So I'm sitting there going like, this man's a good guy. I mean, it seems like he's a good guy. Now it's real life. He's a good guy.
No, it's awesome.
Hopefully,
It's awesome.
right?
It's awesome that he did that. Like, I mean, when you called me today and said, "Hey, man, he's gonna do it," I'm like, "What? All right."
Right.
Because just on the timing aspect of everything, you know what I mean? Like he was willing to, do it on the type of timing when the request was made, and him putting forth the effort to even make this happen, during a time like this. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, when I'm reading the chat, I'm trying. You guys, we might have to put this in slow mode or like how do you do it? Like one person can go at a time and I can click it and then we can see it and I can read it and shit because it's quick and tough. But I'm reading the chat and it's like, people seem to echo the sentiment of Celebrity Dru here, right? Seems like, oh, Cindy. Big up, Cindy Milo. I don't even know what that means. I don't know how slow mode works. I don't know how that shit works. You guys go on, man. Go on with it. Talk that talk. I can kind of see, but I squinty, Cindy Milo. You know that. That boy Jur with the 5-piece a little bit. See, man, this stuff's going quick. That boy Jur, we're seeing some commercials. You see some That Boy Jur commercials? All y'all follow That Boy Jur.
He has something happening. He has something
happening,
doesn't he?
Yeah, man. I see people just trying their thing, right?
I might have to sneak in the DM and say, "Hey, man, what you got going on over there, man?"
Yeah, maybe we can
give me a little bit of insight. Let me know what's happening.
Maybe you can share us one time or something like that.
Jaguar.
All the Guardem.
All of the Guardem.
So yeah, and the funny thing is, so for the new people, I got mad at our regular viewers. Was it last week? Who was on? Che Lasso was on last week, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Big up to DJ Che Lasso.
You didn't get mad.
I got mad. Well,
you didn't get mad.
I was a little bit. Was it dad voice? Maybe
dad voice.
Dad voice. Well, because you try to pump up the show a little bit. You want crowd interaction, and I threw some questions up on the gram. One fucking person answered the question on the gram last week, yo. So this week I put some shit on the gram. Got some more answers. So maybe we can talk to Drew. We can talk to dad voice. Yes. Shit, man. Well, I'm a dad. What do you want me to do? Right? Just Raju with the 5. Yo, you guys are lit today, man. Thank you so much, everybody, for the support.
Wow, I wasn't even looking at the chat, bro. I was just.
I'm trying. I got it half there, half. I'm trying to focus. What is this? Hang on. This train stuff. Level 4. Bomba clot.
That's what's going on?
That's what if I'm reading this correctly. Level 5, 63 blood clot %. Yo,
much appreciated, y'all. Much appreciated.
Up,
wow. That's crazy.
Man, I feel like this is good. This is good. So, anyways, we're gonna wait for Drew to pop in the back just in case, because I was on the show a little bit when he started today. He got lit, started lit. Hopefully he's going to make it over here. He didn't get too lit because I think they made him do a shot or some shit like that. So he might have dropped dead from some 2 shots. And Drew's like the hardest motherfucking working man on Twitch. Man's always on a lie. So what are you drinking? So every week, guys, we're gonna figure out what man's drinking. I feel like we got to make sure that we talk it through with some of the new folks, right? So every week we got to figure out what Couture is drinking. What do you got today, bro?
Well, last week, Che had this while he was talking to us. Can you see it? It's the Kim Crawford. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give this Kim Crawford a try. Remember when he pulled it out? I thought Kim Crawford was Cindy Crawford. So I'm like, Cindy Crawford got a wine?
Shit, you were talking about this last week. I thought it's not Cindy Crawford's wine?
It's not Cindy Crawford's wine. It's Kim Crawford, and I don't know who Kim Crawford is, but I'm gonna give it a go. It's a Sauvignon Blanc, Marlboro, and Kim Crawford, Marlboro Sauvignon Blanc 2021, dazzles with aromas of intense tropical fruit and fresh cut grass notes. What? The palate bursts with passion fruit, citrus, and ripe stone fruit flavors from exceptional vineyards in New Zealand's famous Marlborough region. We proudly craft this exuberant Sauvignon Blanc. See, remember when we first started, I couldn't say Sauvignon?
Sauvignon Blanc, yo.
Remember I couldn't say Sauvignon? And you see how good I say it now? Come on.
You say it right?
Didn't I?
I don't know. You must have went to like a winery or something, bro.
No, man, it's just you. You kept on correcting me every time I tried to say it with. So, anyways, delicious with fresh seafood, goat cheese, salad, or on its own.
Salad.
I'm gonna have it with the salad.
Deluxe salad.
I'm gonna just have it with a salad.
Double salad, yo. Yo, so big up to the chat, yo.
Thank you for this one.
We're gonna find Drew. We're gonna find Drew in a second, but right now, big up for the
Cindy Milo. Come on, man. Why you got to be asking these questions, man?
What's happened? Is it vegan?
That's what she's asking. That's what she's asking, if it's vegan.
Big up, everybody. So look.
Oh, this is why he's drinking it.
Why?
It's like candy.
Big up, Christy Ray. Level 5. I don't think we've had a level 5 hype train before. Shit. I don't think we had more than like 15 fucking people in here before either. So big up to everybody up in this piece. So
just so you all know, the reason why Cindy Milo asked if it's vegan, because I practice a plant-based diet. So she's pulling at me, just trying to know if it's vegan.
So we have a group chat with the Boom Boom chat room. It's the Boom Boom chat room and pizza in the break room. So anytime Mrs. Ron C, big up to Mrs. Ron C, big up to Mr. Ron C. When people are out and about and they bump into some vegan shit, we take pictures and we send it to that group for couture. Right? Just, hey, buddy, look at this. Extra special lettuce today.
Stop this, man.
Right? Sorry. Sorry. There's new viewers. My bad.
Stop this. It's not extra special veggies. Lettuce.
Huh? What do you mean?
It's
extra just, lettuce, special lettuce.
No. I don't even know if we've ever seen lettuce.
You've never seen lettuce?
No, I'm saying nobody's going out and taking pictures of lettuce. They're taking pictures of nice vegan meals or nice vegan places.
But don't all vegan meals have like fucking lettuce in it?
You're about to say lettuce. Listen to you.
Oh.
I don't think I even ever had. I was gonna say I never have lettuce in my fridge, but I lie. No, I don't.
You know what? Just for the new people in the back, so we're clear. I don't have a problem with vegans.
It doesn't sound like you don't.
I have a problem with Beyond Meat sausage, for example.
Quit it, bro.
Why don't you call your own like if you're gonna make food up, then make up some fucking names for the food. How is it sausage? It's not sausage. It's
what is sausage?
It's minced fucking lettuce and onions.
What is sausage?
I don't fucking know, bro.
Exactly.
What do you mean? What is sausage? Sausage is sausage? Well, there's different types of sausage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and this is a different type of sausage.
Thank
you very much.
No, fuck that. Man. Beyond meat, like Beyond Meat, Beyond Steak, Beyond Chicken. No, fuck that. It's whatever. It's not chicken, right? It's like I can't believe it's not butter. Call it. I can't believe it's not chicken.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll call
it. I can't believe it's not meat.
I can't believe it. Tofukery. Bumba class. Anyways, yeah.
He put tofu right there, right? The new gentleman that works at the barbershop now, young guy, and he's vegan.
Oh right, you got a new guy.
He's vegan, and so tell me what your recipes are. Tell me what you eat. And his main thing that he eats regularly is tofu. And I'm like, yeah, like he goes, yeah, he's like, I love it. I go, how do you make your tofu?
What do you mean how do you make your tofu?
Well, because I don't really mess with tofu like that. You know what I mean?
I think the hype train's done. I think because we don't have hype trains like this guy, so I think it was like a level 503%. I think, right? I missed it. I'm telling you guys, I'm struggling with the chat. I'm no Celebrity Dru in the chat, but fuck, big up to the chat. I even got a new fucking sign here: boost in progress. I don't know what the fuck. You seen a boost before? I don't know what the fuck this means.
It's the first for everything, bro. Now we're learning.
Sorry to interrupt your vegan story. Go on.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, it might have been a good thing that you interrupted it. It was only tofu.
Oh, it's timing though. So what do you think? So people, I think it might be that time. What do you think, Fitz? Is that time? We've talked about what we're drinking, right? It's Twitch fucking Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We've been looking for Mans. Looks like Mans might be in the house. People are ready.
All right. All right.
He might have missed my ode to Celebrity Dru, bigging him up. Maybe he'll watch it on the look back. But we'll get into it if we're ready. So we're about to. We haven't even started the fucking show yet, y'all. We had a hype train and everything. We're about to start this show.
Again, everybody, thank you for the hype train. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Pete's in the break room, T. Hot Shot, and Couture J. And we're about to bring the man of the hour into the show and see what that brings us.
Let's go. We here now. We there. Yeah. It's in the break room, y'all. Holla, holla, holla. Woo!
I like it.
Jeez.
I like it.
Jeez.
What's going on?
Good. We here, man.
Evening, sir.
I'm excited to be here. It's definitely a long time coming. What's popping? What are we doing?
Man, you might have missed it. I've been telling the chat, right? Because your excitement is really blowing me away, right? And I'm not like I don't see people like with awe or anything, but I was talking to the chat about you just being a good dude. Like you were fucking proactive on this. You created our flyer today.
Oh,
you were like, let me move some shit around.
Yeah. We like honestly we're in a I guess we're in a climate now where you got to make stuff happen. You know what I mean? We can't really wait around for anybody. If we want to make something happen, we just got to make it happen. I think, or at least put our best efforts into making it happen. You know what I mean? Like so many people, we've come from an era, I think, that of so many people can just talk and say things. You know what I mean? I think when you get out there, like people I'm around, they know what's up. Like we just get it done, man. That's just what it is. So one way or another, we're gonna figure it out. That our famous thing in the clubs is the show must go on, right? So
there you go.
That's just kind of the way it works. Everybody can hear me out. You guys can hear me all right? Everything's cool?
We got you. We got
right,
you.
Cool. Sorry. But yeah,
a little bit of feedback. Is that you with the feedback?
Is that me? It might be me. It might be
just
me.
a touch.
All right. Maybe it's my top end here. Maybe I got.
I'm no audiophile. Just a little bit of it.
Yeah, you know what? I've kind of figured it out as I gone a little bit, but.
What does this say? Dru is Ron C's little bro. But I heard you miss Little Woozy, right? That's Miss Little Woozy.
I Woozy, yeah. Me and Ron go way back. Ron's one of my favorite vets, I guess, in the game. You know what I mean? It's one of those guys. I don't know. He just, like. I don't even know, to be honest with you. We might have been pitted in a situation that, might have been against each other at first, I guess maybe, because Ron was a resident at Aura. I would do parties there, and, at first they kind of made it seem like, oh, Ron is just kind of Aura's thing, and I kind of wanted him involved with our gigs, and then, the first time I wanted to put him on a flyer, and they, it was a thing, it was like, oh, I think he's booked out or whatever, so, and I always knew Ron, and I always played with him a couple times, but it wasn't until the next flyer that I put out, I didn't put his name on it because I thought, okay, he's not booked, whatever. I'm not, it is what it is. And he hit me, and he's like, "What do you think you're doing?" You know what I mean? Like,
like shit, yo.
What you can't be putting on no flyer. You know how Ron is, right? So, but it was all love, and it's always been love ever since then. And he's always been a guy that I could go to and talk to sometimes, and get good advice from. So, big up to Ron C because, I mean, a lot of people might see Ron C and think he's real serious. He's hilarious.
He's fucking, he's a funny guy,
like he's supremely like hilarious. And he, one thing I want to say about you guys is, I appreciate your humor. I think your humor is hilarious. Like, that's one thing I think is like a very like lack in the world, right? Like a certain level of humor, and you guys definitely have it. Like I was sitting here listening to you guys, I was talking about the vegan stuff, and I was dying getting back. I was just like, yo, this is why I want to be on this show. But
hey man, I'm not trying to be funny, man. I'm trying to defend my
just try to be you, exactly. But
just trying to live, yo, right?
Right, exactly. But like Ron is he's just a dope, like another one of these dope guys from Toronto that, has been really dope to learn from, and you know what I mean? Like he's dope. He's Ron C, man. Undeniably.
He is Ron C. No, that's true, man. That's good. And it's good to hear because, I was also telling these guys that, pre-Twitch, I had heard you a little bit before, but I wasn't really into, like now, now put my badge on. I'm Celebrity Dru for life based on kind of.
Appreciate that.
No, but I mean, for real, like when we just talk about Twitch, right? Yeah. So let's focus on Twitch. Like you are one of the most innovative people on Twitch. Like people do some shit, people are doing some shit and tried some different stuff, but you know, you're always pushing the envelope a little bit, trying something new, like you know, the remix challenge, there's your morning show, the game, like everything. It just the way that you also engage, because I don't, like I said, if I not knowing you from before, I don't know if this is always how it's been, right? Like Mike Man, you know, it's tough with the crowd. So how is that different for you now than it was back in the day when you were DJing?
I think I've just utilized some of the skills that I remember from then. I think that's kind of what it is. Like at first, I think when all the DJs came to Twitch, I think it was an adjustment period for a lot of people. Like if you think about it, a lot of us are used to talking to people live in front of us and getting reactions. Like we are able, any real good DJ is able to read a crowd by watching their reactions in a crowd. And like you know, even when I play a gig, I'm watching them from the beginning. I'm picking up on what they're looking at and what they go for. And like, you know, one of the cool things about it is Twitch is that, but it's through words, right? So it's different, but you're still utilizing the same skills that you would in a club. You just have to do it in a different way, right? So it took a while to obviously learn that and gain it. And like I said, I always tell everybody I learn something new every day on Twitch. So you know, there's no perfect science. There's no nothing to it. And you know, to what you're saying about doing things that, like the remix challenge and like the games and stuff like that. That's because I think it's important for us all to use these things, right? Like we're just all trying to grow this platform together. It's not just one of us or whatever. It's important for all of us to grow these shows and to help each other out. So, I think I encourage anybody out there. If you have an idea, just try it. And you know, like, what's the worst thing that could happen? Your computer crash, or you know what I mean? Something goes wrong, but if it does, it's the opportunity to say, okay, well, this is what we have to fix, or this is what we have to do.
Right.
Like my first,
uncomfortable situations offer growth.
right.
For sure.
And like even for me, like when I did Remix Challenge, the first couple Remix Challenges, like they were great and the numbers were great. You learned to sing each. Yes, I did.
Yes, 9.
Yo, I love Channel 9. Channel 9's like a hero of mine. So, but just yes, I do that. But this is why I came on this show. But yeah,
man
Steve Club
down.
9 gang all day, yo. Okay, so what was I saying?
Big up SOSC. Good evening.
Yo, what was
Everybody, come on, everybody, bring it in.
Gotta bring it back. I don't even remember anymore. I don't know. Yo, honestly, you know what the best part is Channel 9's been telling everybody that no one's gonna get me an interview, no one's gonna break me, I'm gonna be fine, and then he came in here and did it himself. So I think that's what he came here to do. But well, as I was saying, like just because he thought he broke me, but I got it. But anyway, like I was saying, like basically like doing the new content and stuff. It's important to try these things. Like Remix Challenge. So Remix Challenge, the first 2 seasons that I did,
yes.
It was just trying to learn how to do it on the fly. I was using I was originally using Zoom.
Right.
So as you guys know, using StreamYard, when you click, it just moves everybody real quick, right? Well, on Zoom, it doesn't do it that way.
Right.
And on Zoom, working with it on OBS and trying to import, and it was such a learning experience doing the first 2 seasons that, like, by the time, like, because by the second one, people had enjoying it so much that no one could see anything wrong with it. Right? You know when you get to a point where you're kind of doing something, no one can see anything wrong with it. Like even your show right now, people might be sitting there like, I love this, but I'm the guy who watches it after and looks for that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did I do wrong? And like I found like my monitors were in weird places. So in the first 2 seasons, you might see me being like, okay, we're gonna bring in this guy, or like, and my eyes are all over the place, and like. I was just trying to learn how to produce the show and do the show and host it at the same time. And, I never expected the results from the first part. I was just trying to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it was more of like, we're in pandemic. Like, I'm trying to do an idea. Like, do something different, like, and that's what it was. And by the second and third season, I was able to sit there. Like, I was so mad at myself some nights. And people call me like, yo, show's great. I'm like, so mad. I'm like so angry and just like, so cheesed about so many things and like I just kind of keep pushing it. Yeah, exactly. And like all the graphics, all the everything. So it's like Remix Challenge, when there's a season going on, I am just so locked in because everything is so on the fly. Like, when someone wins the next night, we need flyers ready to go for the next day. You know what I mean? We need
Yeah.
new videos produce. Like, I got to make all this content to
Mm-hmm.
produce, to put it in, so that way, and it's all like done in 1 week. So it's fun. It's a lot of work. I know my mods enjoy it, and I know the community enjoys it. And I think that's why I kept doing it, because
Yeah.
it's a lot of work.
But it shows, right? Because nobody will ever know behind the scenes how much you put
Oh,
into it. But
it's
it show like because I've watched it from the beginning because I'm Che's mod, so Che was on the show.
right.
The flip side being like I think from my perspective, the concept of your show pushed Che a little bit as well, right? Che was in a space at that time, and then he had to do he had to push himself, and I was like, Che, do it.
Right.
Do it, man. And then he was like, oh, I got to do this. And I was like, just go for it.
Took
And then
me
when
five. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. It took
No,
me
no, go,
five or
man.
six. Took me 5 or 6 seasons to have that conversations with some guys.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? And some of them, it was incredible to see what they did.
Mhm.
Like Che was incredible. Like
Yeah.
and this was at a time where we didn't really know the climate and how this was working and
Yeah.
what the results were and how people were going to react to it. And to be honest with you, it was a learning process for me dealing with guys, because some guys embraced it a certain way and other
Right.
guys handled it a different way. And that's another thing that I tried to change as the show went along, was people's
What's that?
experience.
Personality.
Yes, and
Yeah.
what they got out of it, because it's a dangerous thing when someone goes up there and they're doing a remix and something could go wrong, and there's a
Right.
lot of people watching. Like that's a really tough thing to have happen, and some people are built for that, and some people aren't, and then sometimes it just happens. Like
Right.
we're all DJs. Like sometimes it just, guy like. LeBron gets the yips at the foul line all the time. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happened to a couple people, and I did what I could to bring them back and kind of fix it and right the wrong. But I'm always in debt to the guys who are definitely in the first 2 seasons. Not to take away from anyone that was in the other seasons, but
Right.
the first 2 seasons, they didn't have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't know what was gonna happen from it. None of us. It was just an idea. You know what I'm saying? And it was more my friends that I reached out
Right.
to. And to be honest with you, and like, this is not to take away from anyone that was in Remix Challenge or anybody that ever won. But man, you go in that first season and you go take a look at some of the guys that were in that first season, and very easily any of them could have won any season by themselves. So I'm in debt to those guys forever, and it's mad love to them, because it was just an idea, and without their creativity, their time, and really just their courage, that these ideas, this would have never been anything. And to be honest with you, it's crazy because we took a lot of time off in between 5 and 6, and it had a lot to do with not politics, but the climate and just things that were going on. Obviously, Toronto was going through our summer at the time, and a lot of the DJs are from here, and it was an interesting time in the world. So I took some time and I didn't do it. And then, when we were bringing it back, I just wanted it to be great. I didn't know if it would get the same response. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, sometimes when something's hot and it's there, people respond to it, and we were lucky enough to eclipse our best numbers in the last season. So I'm proud of the team, everybody that is involved with it, everyone that watches the show. There's people that support the show that aren't like my mods or anybody, but they're there every day and supporting. You know what I mean? And they're just as important. So it's so much. Like, I've learned this word of community. It's
Yeah.
it's bigger
That's
than I've ever really understood. And like, I think for a lot of people, when we first come in, we hear these words and we're like, nah, what are we talking about? But
Yeah.
it's true, man, and it's really dope. So I appreciate everyone that from Remix
Yeah, that's-
Challenge for sure.
That's big. Real quick, lots of people in here. So big up, Flint, bro. Big up.
What are we drinking right now? I see some drinks in here.
I just got a Heineken. When you were on the show and you called out for shot o'clock, I ran
Yeah.
downstairs. My dog saw me just boom, ran back upstairs, and I messaged Fitz. Yo, these guys do shot o'clock. You might have to grab something
My
right quick.
little some. I got the
Yeah.
Crown Royal vanilla here. I'm just gonna sip on a
See,
little.
I told you,
something, 'cause
Fitz.
I know you guys get fancy. I know sometimes there's
No,
wine
I
in
got
here.
I got my Heineken all day.
I know
right?
there's wine in here sometimes. So
Big
I
up
just wanna-
Lyndon, big up
just want
Flint.
a little
Yo,
something to sip
So
on. You know
so
what I
what
mean?
we
one
are we
quick
sipping or we
shot to
shooting?
Well, yeah,
We,
let's
we could
shoot.
do it. We
Let's
could do
shot
it.
one because I
You
got
guys
my
want to do
beer.
the
Let's
shot? We
shot
could do.
one.
We could do one shot. Yeah, I'm down with
Let's
that.
do a shot. Big up to Ronnie Saldina. I saw Ronnie Saldina in the chat. B-Town
Oh,
for
salute.
fucking life. Big
Salute,
up, yo.
salute.
All
Yeah.
right.
Let's do.
I
Let's do
don't
one shot.
have a
Wait.
shot glass. I don't have a
Wait.
shot glass, but
So what are you just gonna drip
Oh,
it
you
on
doing
your,
it like
you're
that?
gonna,
Oh,
no,
this is
I'm
this.
putting my shot in the glass
no.
though.
Oh, I was gonna say this is real
No,
Breakroom
I'm putting my
style,
shot in the
man.
glass, but it's not a shot glass.
I just got my Appleton. I got my plastic shot glass right now. I told y'all I was in a rush. Yo, if y'all big up, anybody want to quick, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, go grab a shot right quick.
Yeah, man.
Celebrity
Big up
Drew's
everybody.
in the house. As they say, it's shot o'clock. We don't got the points over here about shot o'clock or anything. We know Drew's creative with the points.
Nah, man,
So
we're all creative with the point. Shout out to Bubba Khan, by the way. Let me just say this real quick. Bubba Khan has the best backgrounds on Twitch. This guy is the most creative guy on Twitch.
So
Hands
wait a
down.
second.
Yes.
Sorry. More creative than these donuts?
These donuts are really good. But you know
Thank
the
you.
problem is, Bubba Khan would take all of our faces and put them on
On
the
the donuts.
Yeah, that's he is a mad scientist. You know the crazy part is that he posts a lot of these. You know, he takes his face and morphs them onto videos, right?
Yeah.
And me, him, and Rich, we have his group, and he sends them to us. And it's almost like we have to give clearance sometimes. Sometimes we're like, yo, this one can't go, bro. We gotta hold this one. There are some I have had to hold, and yeah, man, like he's a wizard. You don't want beef with that guy. Not online. He is online bullying at its finest. Let me tell you, like, yeah, you don't want no problems with Bubba Potter.
wicked. All right. Well, big up to Baba Khan then.
Cheers to
How about
everybody
that?
in here, man. Cheers
Big
to
up.
everybody in it. It's liquor in the break room tonight. I'm here.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more. So Baba Khan. So
That shot they're too heavy.
I had a question right now. So explain to me the union, sir. Explain the union.
So the union is like a coalition, DJ coalition in the States, predominantly in the States. I don't know, DJs might not know in Toronto, but like there's crews, you know what I mean? Like heavy hitters and big dog pit bulls. And the union is made up of DJ Self and DJ Will and Superstar J. I have a really good relationship with Superstar J. I've worked with him for many years in Toronto and a lot of the guys that are in the union. And during the pandemic, the union had a competition to like a bracket, a 16, I guess, bracket, for battle kind of thing. And I was actually in it, and so was Ritz. And, you know, we just made some noise and, you know, laid murder to a couple guys. And then, you know, it just they kind of just did their bracket thing. And then after, they brought some people into the fold. And me and Rich are two of the guys who represent Toronto, and we were brought in. And, you know, since then, you know, they've kind of created opportunities for me in terms of interviews and just kind of, you know, to pulse on different opportunities, you know, within the crew, because there's a lot of guys with different opportunities. So, for example, you know, we have a mixed show together as a team on Shade 45 Sirius XM. So, you know, every month or so, one of us will do the mix or whatnot.
Right.
So, you know, we share a lot of music. And like I said, we sit down with the artists and discuss their records and what's coming out and stuff like that. So it's definitely giving me an advantage in my own content. And, you know, obviously with the broader being the situation that we just came out of, it kind of wasn't a benefit in terms of that. But obviously with things changing now, you know, I'll be definitely going to the States a lot more and rocking with a lot of my guys out there.
You said something about border just now, and I'm looking at you,
Yeah.
and I feel like you look a little darker than I usually see you.
You know what's funny is that, yeah, listen, anybody that goes on vacation, listen, I'm that guy, you know, I go heavy with the sunscreen. It happens. I'm that guy. If I walk outside for a little bit, it's going to be a problem. And, like, I noticed that I just came back from Jamaica. I was there for a week. And, you know, I got towards the second or third day, and I've been doing good. You know, I haven't been getting no bun up. I'm all right. You know, I'm chilling. And, you know, last 2 days, I'm like, you know, I don't need it. It's all right. It's a little cloudy today. I'm fine. You know what I mean? We're good. And, yeah, came back and walked past the mirror, and I'm like, I walked back, took a look. I'm like, Nah. And I turn on the light. You know, you do one of those. Nah, let me turn on the light. I'm good.
You spin shit like
As soon
that.
as I turned on, I'm like, damn. I knew right away. I was like, damn. It was a problem.
Burn.
I had never used tanning shit in my life until I went to Cuba in what year are we in? I don't know, 2017 maybe.
Yeah.
Not until I went to Cuba. I went to Cuba, and that's the first time I got sunburn.
Yeah.
I had gone places and I had been fine, never used shit. And I went to Cuba, and Cuba got me. I was like, yo, man.
I never knew. I never knew that was possible for me. Like, I never knew that was possible for me.
Now I got
getting
the good
sunburn,
shit,
right? You know what's crazy is that I never used to get sunburn. I've been to Dominican, been to Jamaica a million times. Yeah, I've never got it. Me and Bubba Khan went to Arizona. Okay, we went for a wedding. Now, you think you're going to, you're going to States. You don't need sunscreen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need these things. So there's a picture of me and him when we get there. Let me tell you about what we look like when we left. Like, we didn't have, it is hot, like hot, and it is different kind of hot. So, yeah, man, that was the first time I actually got like actual sunburn, like burn. Like, it was, Arizona's no joke. Zero joke. Yeah.
I never knew it was possible. I thought that sunburn was a thing that white people get.
Right? No, I did too. I ain't lying.
I thought it was a thing that white people get because I've never seen a black person with sunburn. I've never seen a black person with peeling skin. I went to Jamaica one year, and I guess I didn't notice it until I got home. And I'm sitting down watching TV, and like, piece of my shoulder sticking up. I'm like, what's this? And I go like this, and it says, see skin coming off. I'm like, this is crazy.
It's Avengers just start disappearing, dog. You're like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah. And then for the next couple of days, I'm just like just peeling. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
I felt good, kind of, because I was like, wow, this is new.
Or is it like old age? Old age? Is it
No,
old age? No. True question though, because maybe it only happened when I got older.
Okay.
It didn't happen before.
That's true.
I'm just asking.
That's true.
Okay.
I'm not trying to call anybody anything. Just I'm getting older. I got sunburn. Che La Soul in the house.
Big up Che, man. Big up Che. Always, forever.
No, I was still young. Younger.
Bull fucking shit, brother. I don't know if I believe you.
He's like, it was last year.
Right? You're an old guy, Fitz. I know that already.
Hey, man.
If I call myself old, then it is what it is, right?
It's when I wasn't vegan, but I'm sure the sun ain't gonna get me now.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
you're gonna grow shit, bumba clot, brother. Bumbo
ain't gonna get me now.
Oh, what do we got here? We got Air Drews in the chat. If you got an Air Drew emote, light that shit up.
The Air Drew emote.
Okay, big questions. I see big questions. People want to know, Drew. We're going to get right to it because this is what happens. We're going to get to it early.
Oh, boy.
Who's your top 5 fucking Raptors, yo?
Whoa. I like it.
Top 5 fucking Raptors. Because, see, we're going to get to it early. Watch the chats. Chat's going to get all crazy.
Yo, I like this. This is about to be drink champs over here. We better get the bottles out. Hold on. Okay.
Let's get to it. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Well, how do you know what? We don't even have to start with the top. We can talk through it. Let's go Raptors first of all, everybody.
Let's go
Raptors. All right, like first.
Wait, did you say top 5 Raptors or you said top 5 rappers?
No, Raptors. Oh, that's funny.
Top 5 Raptors, even better.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He said rappers. Okay, all right, baby. Let's do this. All right.
Send me Milo with the tomatoes and the fucking chat. Now it's time to giddy up, everybody.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Coming in.
Yo, Cindy, those are supposed to be basketballs.
We're going to get back to that.
Cindy.
We're going to get back to that. Top 5 rappers I'm going to write here.
Oh,
Top 5 rappers. You can start writing that shit down.
All right.
Let's go Raptors.
I'm gonna give you my first top 5, and then I'm gonna give you the best top 5. Okay.
What's the difference?
There's a difference. I hear it. I hear it.
Y'all will know.
I hear it.
All right. The very first one is Zan Tabak. That's number one, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're going with. Zahn Tabak will be the first one. The man invented the non-dunk. The ball one where he goes up with the ball, and when he gets it over the rim, he just lets go. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Zahn Tabak is going to be number one, ladies and gentlemen. That is number one.
Wow.
Number two, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go
This guy's computer is short-circuiting.
with Oliver Miller, ladies and gentlemen. The big O,
right.
ladies and gentlemen.
Wowzers.
Oliver Miller.
This guy has this written down, y'all.
They told Oliver Miller to come to camp in shape. He thought the shape meant round.
Wow.
He was the largest player to ever play in the NBA ever. He needed a custom uniform. It was bad, ladies and gentlemen. So that's number two.
God.
All right.
Shit.
Big
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
my boy, my actual friend, James Johnson is going to be number three. The reason why James Johnson is going to be number three is because Jamario Moon is busy. Okay, that's why. That's why we're going with James Johnson. Also because he dunked on a man and in typical Toronto man style told us in the interview he cocked that joint back and banged on him. Okay? All right.
Yeah.
Number two, ladies and gentlemen. This might have been one of my favorite moments ever as a Raptor fan. Number two, ladies and gentlemen, is Hedo Turkoglu, ladies and gentlemen. Hedo Turkoglu, one of the greatest Raptors of all
Who's
time.
a G still?
Had the greatest game he ever had as a Raptor. And after the game in New York City was asked, what was it that you did differently in this game that made you had such a game? And the man looked in the camera and said, ball.
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 Come on.
I have nothing more to say but ball.
Come on now.
And my number one Raptor of all time, ladies and gentlemen, is the greatest Raptor of all time. The greatest Raptor to ever do nothing in a Raptors jersey.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hakeem Olajuwon is my number one Raptor of all time. And that is my top five, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
That's it.
Yo.
I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking DeMar, you're thinking Kawhi, you're thinking T-Mac is in there. He's probably 6. Hold on. And yeah.
Yogi Stewart. Big up to Dow in the
Big
house.
up Yogi Stewart. Yogi Stewart was our first lesson in cap. That was our first lesson. They were like, this guy gets 500,000. This guy gets 500,000. The guy at the end of the bench gets 26 million. We were like, what?
He was the highest paid Raptor. He was the highest paid Raptor.
Oh man.
He didn't play a second, and Vince Carter was on the team.
Yes. I honestly, I will say there is one more guy. He is a honorable mention. He was incredible. He had me excited in the preseason games that he played. But man, the fact that we almost had Master P on the Raptors, I think, is something we should all acknowledge. Okay.
Wow.
Man.
I thought you were gonna say Hoffa. Still, Hoffa
was just Hoffa makes me upset because he was part of that whole.
No, Hoffa could hit the free throw line jumper.
He was rough, man.
He had potential. Like, whoa.
Nah, they were like. With the fourth pick in the draft, the Toronto Raptors select Fred Flintstone.
Yo,
it's terrible, man. It's
okay.
bad.
So Big O came to camp in shape.
Nah, it was a round shape, bro.
Not the shape they asked for.
Nah,
he was like, give me. He came looking for a new fucking contract.
He came with geometric shapes and all of that, bro. It was, bro. It looks like, bro, you know what? Because I watch, sometimes they put like NBA TV, they show the old games. Bro, like, if I don't care about my job was a person, you know what I mean? It would be Oliver Miller, bro. Like, bro, like, how is he in the NBA? And the best part is like, when they try to sell it, they're just like, Oliver Miller's a great passer. Shut up. Like, what? Like, what are you saying?
I mean,
he inbounds the ball really well.
For a 400-pound guy, he was quick, right?
Great. He inbounds the ball so fantastic. He passes it in to Carlos Rogers.
I wonder who was giving him the braid up.
Carlos Rogers.
I wonder who's giving him the braid up in the city that time.
Oh man.
because that was like a once every 2 months breakup. Because
It was rough.
that was loose hairs all day.
It was rough for Oliver Miller.
Loose hairs all day.
Those guys, you get a half braid up. They didn't have enough time. I remember those games. Oh man, you know what? I'm one of those people that was extremely happy when the Raptors won. I've been a fan the whole time. So I mean, for me, I've watched them through all the rough times. You know what I mean? And it was no Doug Christie love. Yo, Doug Christie's in there too. Yeah, but Percy Miller got to get some love here. Yeah, I'm not the conventional guy. But if you're asking me who the greatest Raptor of all time, because I think that's what kind of where that was alluding to, my answer I think would be, I still think it's DeMar DeRozan. I know people would say it's Kyle Lowry, but to me, I still think what DeMar did, is still very important. He signed 2 contracts to stay here. Right?
I tell you what I think about Kyle Lowry. What you're saying about DeMar DeRozan is correct.
Yeah.
Now, what I want you to understand, what I think about Kyle Lowry is, or not what I think about Kyle Lowry, what the people think about Kyle Lowry. So at the end of that championship season,
right,
everybody's like, Kyle Lowry is the greatest Raptor.
Right.
Because he won a championship. But what people tend to forget is that at the beginning of that championship run, in the first round, he played games where he scored 0 points and people were like, get this trash bag out of here.
That's right. They did.
They were on Kyle Lowry like he actually sucked. Like that's how they were treating him. And then after they won the championship, Kyle Lowry's the best thing ever.
Well, I think also it had a lot to do with Kawhi Leonard not re-signing. I think if Kawhi Leonard re-signs, right, and he plays a year or two, then you're like, oh, he's the greatest Raptor of all. You know what I mean? But I think once he didn't re-sign, it was like, okay, well, we need to attach this to somebody. And not to say he doesn't deserve it. Of course he deserves it. I mean, like, he stayed here. He was there for 9 years. You know what I mean? He didn't do us wrong. He got us a Chua, which I think is going to be amazing down the road. Like, you know what I mean? So
Precious over Pascal. You'll see Fitz. No. Don't worry. Not yet.
I will say this, though. He's going to be the most unguardable center in the league in 2 years.
Yeah, man.
Precious.
Inside, outside. You won't be able to stop that guy. And
he's getting into his feelings now. He's getting to his rhythm now. He's getting comfortable.
Now we're starting to see it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be great. I think what they've done now is incredible because of the way they've kind of rebuilt their roster with a lot of young guys, and they're exciting to watch. I tell people all the time. I saw Bubba. I was like, you don't understand. He's like, I don't know some of these guys, and I'm like, you don't get it. They're 6'9". They're all long. So when you play against the Raptors, if you guys have seen this, right? Like, it's crazy because it's funny because that happened to them. But what happens is these teams come down and they get trapped. Like they try to slow down the pace. You know, in the playoffs they're going to slow down the pace. Right now everybody's running, but in the playoffs they're going to slow down. And when they get down to the Raptors trap them with 2 of these long guys. Yeah. And a guy goes to throw the ball. And when he goes to throw the ball, they got 3 guys that they're so long and they just tip. They lead the league in deflections. It's like an undercover stat. I watch all this stuff, right? But like, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to be a dangerous team. And the best part is like, yeah, you see, Lyndon
people never seen it.
Scotty Barnes I think he's that, like, you know, people are like, oh, you know, Pascal's not that guy. OG's not that guy. Fred's not the guy. No, they're the guys around the guy. That's the guy. You know what I'm
there
saying?
We go, man.
Yep, that's the guy.
All.
Man.
I don't, and this is for Fit. I don't hate on Pascal. All I say about Pascal is if Pascal is the best Raptor on the team, we will not win the championship. So Pascal's the best number 2 guy in the world, bro.
He is.
Best.
He is. Without a doubt.
So bring Scotty Barnes, bring whatever.
I agree with you on that. He's the best number 2, period.
Number 2. You can't give him the ball with 5 seconds.
I was just about to press remove everybody from the chat as well. Holy smokes. I don't know what.
Yo, shout out DJ Ritz in here. Yo, big up to Ritz. Y'all make sure to follow Ritz.
Big up to everybody hosting.
Holy crap! I was just about to shut down the whole chat.
No,
he was like, it's over.
It's a problem, Drew. This is what
we're leaving. The break's over.
Spicy's wicked. But he's just not. He's not a 1A player.
I mean,
1A.
I mean, I just you can you get to the playoffs with him? Can you win in the playoffs with him? Yes.
No.
Can you win the championship with him?
No.
I mean, it's not. It's an unfair assumption.
The other thing that I think when you talk about just the Raptors in general is kind of the same thing. When Spicy and Fred and OG were young, people were like, "Oh, we should tank. We should this. We should that." I was like, "Yo, we already rebuilt. You guys aren't paying attention, right? We already rebuilt. We got like look at Fred and OG and Spicy now compared to 4 years ago,
No,
right?
of
When
course.
people were saying, "Oh, we need to do," no, man, we got our guys. What we need is the A1 player, and then we're good.
No,
That's what
and
I
I
think.
think they got him. I think they just got to give it time, and they're gonna be fine. Spicy will never be a number one.
True
Cindy,
story.
Cindy Milo, can you please take care of this? Denise, Jojo, can you please take care of this?
Even Gary
Mrs.
Trent
Ronci, can you
Jr.,
please take care of this right here,
Yo,
please?
send Bubba Khan the link. Get him in here right now. You trust me, you can deal with him, bro. Holy.
man,
Oh man, for
Raptors,
sure.
and they can beat they can beat anybody, man. They can beat anybody. They can beat
I
anybody.
think so. I just think that they're one of those teams that when it slows down, we're gonna see. We'll
And
see some people. We'll be who's this guy? Who's that guy? I think people will see them.
what I disagree on with a lot of people, I think, is Nick Nurse. I think Nick Nurse is a motherfucking genius.
No,
And there's some people that don't like Nick Nurse, man. I like Nick Nurse.
If we didn't have Nick Nurse, they would see how bad we would be if we didn't have Nick Nurse.
Yo,
Nick Nurse
he's
he's actually his stats like some of his stats like he has the most different starting lineups used. You know what I'm saying? Like he's had the most players out from injury. Like guy is amazing, man. Like he's
Okay,
really
let me
dope.
ask you this:
Bad.
do you think that Fred's bad knee and his hernia is a result of Nick Nurse?
No, I think that's a result of the team not having enough good players. Like Banton being hurt and like if before the All-Star break, Fred VanVleet led the league in minutes. I
Right.
think he's pretty up there. He's still up there, right? So
That's his
at
point.
some point, at some point they needed. But see, the thing is like you're on the brink of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Do you ride your horse to keep going, or do you rest him and fall back? Right? Like you let those other guys develop, but you don't want to let them develop and lose. So it's like it's interesting. I'm not sure. Like it's interesting.
I think he's
rode him to the
afraid.
ground.
I think Nick Nurse is afraid. So, for instance, I believe right that if Nick Nurse was, for instance, the coach of the Raptors team when we had the bench mob, we wouldn't have a bench mob. I think
Well, he
he'd be
was
like,
though. Technically, he was though. He was assistant coach.
he was assistant coach, but he wasn't. His job wasn't on the line.
The bench mob was his guys, yo. Bench mob was yo, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That was
Do
his
you,
guy.
do you hear what I'm saying? Like, his job wasn't on the line. Dwayne Casey's job was on the line.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You're right. You're
Right.
on that. Yeah.
So Dwayne Casey is the guy who's deciding to play these guys, right? And when he plays them, like the bench mob was actually the team at the time. To tell you the truth, like there was Colin DeMar, and when we would play, Colin DeMar would be down by 12 points in the first quarter, and he put on the bench mob, and then the
good to
bench
go.
mob, and then bench mob would
Yeah.
like kill things, right? But the way I feel like the way Nick Nurse coaches right now is like he doesn't want to give his bench the opportunity to play.
I think. Well, yeah. I guess you're right.
Hold
You're
tight,
right,
Priscilla.
those guys
Hold
were young
tight,
too,
hold
right?
tight.
So I was interested. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I think it's because I think it's because you know it's funny because I was gonna be like, oh, maybe it's because they're young. I think maybe they just haven't proven themselves to him in practice. I think that's what it is, man. I just think that like he's a very defensive minded coach, and like you know who was really good at the beginning? Sweet Mihailuk. He was hitting some threes and stuff like that at the beginning of the season, and then what happened? Didn't play defense, and when do we see him at the end of the game? You know what I mean? Like he doesn't play anymore because of it. So it's like he hits threes, but he's not. You know, when it's true on PTS,
Yo,
I love
somebody,
sports though.
somebody said something in an interview. They said, if you've played for Nick Nurse, you've upgraded your game. And I think that is something that hit me when I heard it. I think
So
you get the best out of everybody that's
What
been on
happened
the
to Stanley
Raptors.
Johnson?
It's a good. I mean,
What do you mean? Stanley Johnson probably got some money, yo.
He did.
He probably
I
got
think
some
he
money
did get
somewhere
paid.
else.
Yeah, he
Somewhere
got-
else.
he got
I
paid.
felt like Stanley Johnson used to be a Raptor killer. Then he came to the Raptors, and Nick Nurse just buried him.
Yo, we won a championship, Nick Nurse, man. It wasn't a function of just the team. We made the right decision, yo.
Shout out to mommy.
Let's go Raptors.
There are no subtitles. No. Oh,
Turtles
man.
are G. Pirtle's a G still. Pirtle was a G, but
Nah, yeah, he was good.
he was alright. Oh man, let's go Raptors. Mine, I still go Kyle, man. I just have to because he has the championship, and I hated Kyle. Just so we're clear.
I think
was
everybody did at one point.
like fuck you, Kyle, you suck. And then he started taking the charges. He had and you know what? And then it was just DeMar was the sacrificial lamb. DeMar introduced,
100%.
like the All-Star game, right? In Toronto. Right, so he showed like it was just different. He's right. He should have felt it. Like I think I might have shed a tear when I saw the trade go.
I think we were all a little bit like. I mean,
Little bit of-
everybody was skeptical, man.
It
But
was a
like,
tear.
but when you realize what it is, because we've been so close at when that trade happens, right?
Mhm.
We've been to the Eastern Conference 3 years in a row. We right on the door. He's our guy. He believes in the city. Like he revs for us. And as a fan, that's important, right? Like. You want to see that player that he's not from your city, but he's repping like he's from your city, as a sports fan. You want to see that. So he's that guy. I will always say that. Like Vince, I will always say Vince was the first guy to re-sign and stay here, right? Like if you go through our draft picks, Camby was gone in a trade.
Vince a G.
Did Vince resign and stay?
Damon left, yeah. Because I always remember because Vince signs
And then he did
and
the
in
trade.
the interview,
In
in the thing he goes, "Yo, Akeem, come on, let's go," and then Akeem signs, right? So I always give him that, you know what I mean? But Kyle re-signed it 3 times, so did DeMar, so they got to get their love, man, and they didn't have to stay. They could have just left. Kawhi left, I mean he won a championship here, but if you're a real fan, you know that last game, that first 8 minutes of that last quarter is where the Raptors won the game, man. He was on the bench, so.
Yeah. True story. Kyle Lowry, Kyle Lowry, but it was anyways. I like Kyle Lowry on that. DeMar, he's my number 2. I think Vince is number 3 just on overall impact. He was my number 1 for a very, very long time, Vince. Like 100%. I lived through Vince. Like he could not be my number 1 at the time.
Of course.
Right? And
4 and 5. Who's 4 and 5?
Kawhi Leonard, because I have to. He gets the respect of Finals MVP on the championship. He was the best player. He won us games, right? He give me the ball on offense and defense. It's in a bubble, I get it, but strap the belt on, and then Alvin Williams, done.
Chris Bosh doesn't make it nowhere near the list.
I see you pure number 4 jersey still. I knew that.
That's a Scotty. That's if anybody has a Scotty. I got the new Scotty too, but yeah.
Alvy, man, first Raptors playoff series was all Alvin Williams.
He did
original,
win the series,
original versus the Knicks. All Alvy, yo. So that's my shit. But whatever. So it go.
Pizza in the break room. I'm in the building.
Yo, all right. So let's see now. All right, people complaining about fucking basketball. What? Ask a question. Somebody asked you a question. I think we got 2 official red cards.
First question that the people want to know.
Yes.
And I'm sure that Drew probably gets this every day. What's your shoe size?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's 15. Like, some 14s can fit, but my shoe size is 15. It's hard to find shoes, man. It is like
this guy's asking for 13 and a half, yo.
Sometimes
13 and a half so my foot don't look too big, yo.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like, cause but yeah, man, it's a struggle to get shoes for me. It is like the worst. I signed up for this thing called Sneaker Tub. Try to get some 14s. Maybe they stretch, it's rough.
Is it a subscription service?
Yeah, but okay. So for me, like, I would not recommend a subscription service for shoes for anybody, right? I'm just that's just me. But for me,
true, though.
It's like I can't find shoes. Like it's not like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't get to go shoe shopping. I walk in and I'm like, do you have this size?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So bring me all your size.
Yeah, they're like, sorry, sir, we have a 12. You can try this. It's like, what, yo, bro? Like, what do I? So yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but it's 14, 15 can work. We try to make it work. We have no
Speaking
choice.
about shoes, right now. So just today, yesterday I returned a pair of shoes for my son, a pair of soccer shoes.
Yeah.
And I'm just as you're speaking about shoes sizing, and it's bringing me back to this, and it's bringing me back to to youthfulness and excitement. You know what I mean? He wanted a pair of shoes, soccer shoes, right? And I guess they're nice shoes, $350 or whatever.
Right. Right.
But they don't come in his size.
Interesting.
So he ordered size 11 because he wants the shoe so bad.
See, okay.
He's 9.5. So I didn't know this until he's like, Dad, I need to bring these shoes back. I go, what happened? He goes, they're size 11. I go, but you're not size 11. He goes, but they didn't have my size. So, okay, so if they don't have your size, why are you buying next people's size?
He wanted the shoe, man.
Like
He
four
wanted, you
sizes
know how
up,
bad,
yo.
bro. You know how I went today. I saw. You guys know the original Iversons. You know,
Yes,
the
yes, the
honeycomb
answers.
ones. Okay, so I had these shoes like 2-3 times when I was a kid. Like, I love these shoes, man. Okay, like they're my shoes,
Right.
and I have a couple pairs now, but I can't find these shoes for the life of me. Like for the life of me. I walk in today, I see the kid size today. I almost cried, man. like they were white, with
Right
gold,
there.
and I'm dead ass. Like I was just like, you know, one of those moments where it's just like, and it's so because I can't, as a grown man, you can't actually cry in a shoe store, right? So I had to like gather myself because it hit me. It hit me at that moment, that this little ungrateful child somewhere can wear this shoe and I can't.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're just
follow
gonna,
me. Okay,
you're gonna run in mud,
No, I'm
walk
just
through the
kidding.
creek.
I'm
you
just
know,
kidding. I'm just kidding.
walk through the creek.
Yes,
You're
then
gonna
they're
do, like,
ungrateful. If you walk through the creek with those shoes on, kid, you deserve to be grounded, to have everything taken away. Your family should take the phone. They should cut the internet. They should block you
They
from
walk through the
life.
creek with
Yo,
the shoes.
and I see some of these kids. Yo, my nieces are amazing. I have two
Yo.
beautiful, incredible nieces. There are 11 and 10, and my 10-year-old's shoe game is disgusting. Oh
Kids
my
these
god,
days, yo.
it's so
Yeah.
good. She looks at my shoes and just gives me the, you know what I mean, like
You didn't clean those before you came here. You didn't
Oh,
clean those before you came to see me.
those are nice. You know what I'm saying? Like she has that kind of sass, but her shoes are fire. Like, and I'm just like, yo, you're gonna grow out of these. This is gonna be a hood ornament real soon. You keep it up. You don't know what you're talking about. So.
My kids all have like 6 shoe game up until they're size 1.
Right. What do do after that?
After shoes cost more than $100, yo.
Yeah, man.
get out
No,
of here,
man. Yeah, my niece, that's just like her thing. You know when they get into their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. It's just like it's really funny. But yeah, no.
Have a good night, Terry the Angel. Big up
Terry the Angel. I know she's on her way to affiliate status. So if you guys aren't doing so, make sure to follow her. She does the thing. She had a guest DJ on today. I was like, yo.
Terry _the_ Angel, y'all.
Yeah.
Good night to you.
Shout out
Thank
to
you for
everybody
popping
doing
in,
their
Terry.
thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Denise Jojo in here with the Boom Boom chat room. Shout out to Mrs. Rossi.
What's on the Boom Boom chat tomorrow? What's coming up on the Boom Boom chat? Boom Boom chat is GQ's Angels. Is that right? GQ's Angels tomorrow, Denise Jojo?
GQ's Angels. So we
Right?
got GQ Love and his Angels.
You got angels?
He got Angels.
I
Like
don't
Charlie.
I don't have angels.
You don't got Angels?
Well, I mean, I lied.
you
Let
got
me rephrase. I don't got those type of angels. I got like angels around me, all that good shit. But not angels like that. Satan was an angel. You're right, Cindy Milo. Watch trouble there. Watch trouble there. Oh man, true story though. Fuck, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch out.
So Drew, what did you get up to in Jamaica?
Relaxation. Just a little recharge. I think I've kind of learned how it's important to recharge, especially going at this pace that I guess I go at. That's not to say it's not to say my pace is different than anybody else. For me, it's just like I'm just like I want to keep working at things. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to sleep at night. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know what I mean? Like my brain is constantly moving, man. I constantly want to do things, and I think it's important to like get breaks, man. Especially for someone like I said, my mind is always connected to things. So it's like going to Jamaica kind of throws you off, it just pushes you really far away from stuff.
Yeah.
So Brain always going. Yeah. But Drew has toxicas. Yeah. No, it is. Yeah. It was a good moment for me to go out there. Like anybody should just do that. I mean, especially what we just went through.
Yeah.
But it was my second time going, and recently anyway, and it's great. I actually went to Bob Marley's grave.
Oh
I
yeah.
never been up there before. I went to 9 Mile. I got to visit a lot of places up there, like Buckstown, and
Did you
just
see
got
the
to see a
dread
lot of things.
at Bob Marley's grave? You
Yeah,
saw the dread?
yeah, yeah,
You saw that?
yeah, yeah. That's my guy.
Yeah. Oh come on.
Yo, that's my guy, bro. He was sick. And what's cool about him was obviously not allowed to take videos of certain
Yeah.
places and stuff, and he just came over. He's like, yeah, you go ahead. Okay. There was a moment where I was like, I walked in I know the room where I guess they have plaques and the piano and stuff we used to play and stuff like that, and I was just like, I was just chilling in there, man, and I was like, I lit up in there. He was like, cause you could light up in there. And he's like, yo,
Yeah.
like no videos or whatever, and he was just telling everybody, and he just saw me in there, and I think he kind of gave me the look at the end when everybody was gone. He was like, all right, you know what I mean, like go do you know what I mean, go do your thing quick, and yeah, like it was just dope. I think it was just a dope experience. It's something that like I said, it's hard that like when you're so invested in what you're doing, it's like it's hard to unplug and just put yourself in a different scenario, and it was dope to do that. I think you just kind of experience it. It was good.
Is that focus new for you with the pandemic, or is that something that's always been a thing? Like just knowing that you needed to just.
No, that's definitely pandemic and growth as a person and realizing that like you're not invincible and that like rest is just as important to your product as execution.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like first set of remix challenges and doing it, I was burning the candle at both ends, but then I could see that it was affecting me as a host and the overall product, and that really bothered me, and I realized that, there was days that I had to take a nap. I would do the morning show, and I had to take an hour or two nap because I was up all night making the videos and, just coming off hosting a show, get up, do the morning show, take a quick nap in between. I remember, like,
Yeah.
it's almost like I used to look at it because in the clubs, I used to do 6-7 days a week. It was just, what it was. I would do boat cruises in the day. Like, I've been working in this game for a long time. And one of the things is, like I heard you say earlier, it was like, you weren't really familiar with me. And a lot of that has to do with the way things kind of worked out. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's important because a lot of people in this city, in my city, our city, right? I
Yeah.
know people listen all around the world. In our city, you could hear about somebody. They do the work and they're out here killing it. At least, at bare minimum, you'll probably hear of them. Their name, you might not even know what it means, but you
Right.
probably have heard or something.
Yeah.
And I remember, a lot of guys who I came up with, they taught me that. They were like, look, figure out how to put this name everywhere. You know what I mean? People
Yeah.
will figure out what it is after the fact. And I think there were still struggles with that. There were DJs that I knew that didn't know that I could play. They all knew I could MC, but none of them knew I could play, or they didn't even know any of my remixes or nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing like that. So, I could say this now. I think this is fair. The pandemic was terrible. I think we lost people. I think put a strain on us as a community, and it was terrible. But to tell you guys that I didn't make every single day count of the
Yeah.
pandemic would be a complete lie. To tell you that it didn't change my life would be a complete lie. And to tell you that I didn't up my game completely, like 360,
Genius.
would be a lie. So, while I'm
That's
glad
dope.
to see it go, I did everything I could in that time to make us forget what was going on. And I'm glad that it's over, but at the same time, like it was, like like if I look back at before it happened and all the things that have happened since, it's not even close. And not even that. Here's the most incredible thing about all of these things. All of these things that might have happened, all of these things that would have ever, it's the relationships. This
Yes,
is the
sir.
crazy. This is the
Yes.
crazy, crazy currency that is like
Yes, sir.
incredible. It's the
That's
currency.
the word right there. That's a tough
The
word right there.
currency of
Currency.
people and relationships that have been built.
Somebody
Man,
type currency for me. I like that.
Man, there are people that I've never met in my life that I talk to every day because of this platform. There are people
Yes.
that, like,
Yeah.
I have best friends that I don't talk to every day.
Yeah.
Like 100%. I'll tell you right now, people that are my family, rock with all the time, I do not have the connection I do with the people like I do with the people on Twitch. And it's funny because a lot of DJs, they ran from Twitch when the world opened. I was just like, you don't get it. Like, it's part of what we're doing now.
Doing
Like,
this new world order, yo.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's different. And like, at the same time, I'm here to help anybody. Anybody that's in here that is a streamer, anybody that's ever thought about it, will tell you that
Facts.
I'm about the streamers. I know what it was like. Like, let me tell you, when I was doing my shows and there was 4 or 5 people watching, and let me tell you, it's dope when your people are watching with you. Okay? But let me
Yeah.
tell you, after a while, when you know it's just those 4 or 5 and you're not touching nobody else, it can be hard. It
Yeah.
can be discouraging. It can mess with your head. It can mess with your product. And I made a decision at some point that I wasn't going to let that number affect what I was doing. I was just going to let it be and just focus on what I was doing. I swear to God, because what happens is we all come to the platform and we all set up these things and we do all this stuff and then we sit there and we stare at the number.
You can't stare at the numbers, bro.
And it affects and anybody will tell you it doesn't. They're lying, okay?
Yeah.
Because it bothers everybody. But you have to decide at some point that you're doing this for the content, and once you decide that, then everything else will come. And if it doesn't matter. At least you're gonna produce the content that you came to do. I've seen guys just sit there and stare at a number, or just, you know what I mean, and and they're incredible at what they do, but they just forget what they're doing. You know what I mean? And like, for me, I just made a decision at one point that I didn't care about the numbers. I'll tell you right now, the first remix challenge that I ever did, when I talked to Bubba Khan, right before, I told him, we was like talking and we was like, yeah, he's like, yo, how many people you think will watch? I'm like, I don't know, 20, 30 people, whatever. And he's like, you probably get like 40 people, like 40 people will probably watch, okay? Don't worry.
Fuck that, eh? Yeah.
Dude, when we looked up, we was at 225. Like, when we're 15 minutes in, and I haven't even started this show yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was such a blessing, but at the same time, I tried. I was like, I couldn't trip out and be like, oh my God, we have 200 people here now. Now, what am I gonna do? I forget what I'm doing. Now's the time to execute. But at the same time, I was like, my mentor was like, it didn't matter if there was 1 or 2 people. I was gonna do the same job. And that is where I felt like everything changed for me with Twitch and my approach to everything. So to answer your question, yeah, absolutely, it did change my approach to everything, 100%.
That's wicked, man. Like I think a lot of people, regardless of what it is that they do, have felt that kind of during the pandemic. Like, I felt that.
Right.
I felt that there's been, from when it started until now, I'm a completely fucking different person. Right? Like, and my vision of the world, as bad, like, to your point, as rough as it's been, I've tried to take every minute of it and just, let me do a little bit better. Let me do a little bit better. Let me do, even at times, something different too, right?
Right.
Like this. Like, it still blows my mind that I'm doing this right now, today, what we're doing.
Yeah.
In this format, in this fashion. But
and it's
cool.
And it's an incredible thing. It's also to you guys. I mean, there are people in this chat right now that want to do this. They do. And they sit here and they come and they watch the show and they want to do it. And I talked to Mrs. Ronsky and Denise Jojo about this. And there's Priscilla in the Six. We talked about this. Sometimes you having a little courage says to somebody, yo, maybe I can do this. Or, you know what I mean? Like, maybe I can do this. Or, I talk about Chico all the time. Chico has been a guy that I could tell you a year ago when he, Chico would tell you he was never going to come on air. Like, we used to harass him. I went and bought the cord so he could call. Because I didn't know if he would be comfortable with being on the screen. Like, this is where we're at. This is a year ago, okay? Since then, now Chico has his own page. Chico had affiliate status. Chico's
game time.
producing
Big up
Game Time.
Chico.
Big up to Chico. Look, like the growth, you know,
Yeah,
and
man.
it's a community of people that at some point he felt like I can do this. Shout out to Seashells. You're doing a thing, and there's a lot of streamers in here that are doing
Big
their
up
thing,
Seashells.
and you never know, man. You never know. You never know. Like, I think it's incredible. Like when I see some of the different content. Like I said that, obviously the Boom Boom chat room they're doing their interviews and they're doing different content and different shows. And Seashells doing she has a vegan treats and she does a thing. And Priscilla comes out here and she talks some real talk. Sometimes
Yeah.
you gotta have some of that real talk, and it's there. And with you guys, I love the humor and like the sports talk. I know some of the ladies in here we gotta put up like maybe some what she said she wanted closed captioning. She needs some subtitles. We might have to help them out a little bit. But we keep it real fresh out here and just have fun. And like I said, it's the different content is just so dope. And not only that, it's like once people get comfortable improving it, taking it to the next level. Like like I said, it's like sports. I've watched sports my whole life, played sports. It's like, to me, it's like I watch the tape and I cringe and I get upset, and everyone had a great time, but it's about making it better. And like it is such a struggle, and it's but at the same time you have to have fun with it too, right? Like I love my show. It's interesting because I was away for a week, and this time I actually missed
Blew
it.
my
Like,
mind. It hurt me, man, when you were gone. It hurt
You
me
know,
when you were gone.
and getting the messages is dope too, because
Yay.
sometimes when you're swimming in the pool you don't really know, right? Like, I mean, sometimes you got to come out to get an idea what
Yes,
the
sir,
climate
for sure.
is,
Say
and
word.
that was an
Yeah.
opportunity to see that, and to see the love and the appreciation was dope. And even for myself, I realized how important it is to me. You know what I mean? And like that's also important to me too. So even for myself, like producing more content, it gave me an idea to sit there and think. Like I came up with a new game, I came up with some new merch and some new stuff, and gave me an opportunity. I made some some different remixes too. So some of those remixes that I don't make the playlist. I made in Jamaica. I listened back the next day. And I'm like, wow.
All right, sorry, hang on. As a DJ, I know as a DJ, you like stop right now, you pull up the tune, you might do a little bit of scratching, but 1,000 bits. Comfy Krista, big up for the bits.
Oh wow.
She
Pull up
said
the
she said earlier that Drew's been dropping some gems, and I agree, man. Like there's so much. It's the energy on Twitch. It's the energy of the community. It's the energy of the people. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you've had an opportunity to kind of, for me to learn you a little bit more too,
Nah,
man.
100%, and for everybody to learn everybody. Like I said, I think it's important for us to look at everybody and help everyone grow. There are
Yeah.
DJs in here that I'm telling you right now. I don't want to single him out. I see him in there, but he, to see like he before the pandemic, probably wasn't a nightclub DJ, right? Like probably really wasn't a DJ to be at a level to play in front of people, to be 100% honest with you. Since then, had the courage to come on my show, actually have the courage to come on my show and battle a big DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day, promoter posted a thing about him, warming up the crowd and doing a thing in the club. And I'm sitting there and I'm like what? How? And
How?
not how. I don't
Not
want
how,
to be.
but
I don't want
how?
to be wrong. No, it wasn't how. It was more like.
What?
No, I said it wrong. Sorry. It wasn't how. It was wow. That's what the word was.
Right.
Because it was like,
yeah,
you know what?
Yeah.
It was wow. Like this guy did it. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And like I don't know, maybe it's just growth. Maybe that's the word is Chico, maybe you're right. But it's for me, I get excited when I see somebody else do something good. It makes me want to step my game up. I think there was a time where it may has a way to defer people, and maybe make someone kind of hang back. But it's a switch, man. It's a switch. It is a switch. I promise you, people. It's the switch. Turn the switch on. And,
Yeah. Just
Let
do
me
it.
just
That's
ask this
something.
right here. Everybody that is a DJ or a streamer, please put your times, your links in this chat, the name of your show in the chat. And if you are somebody who has an idea
Yeah.
for a show,
Yeah.
put the idea, put your show's name, the idea of your show's name
Just
in the
push it
chat.
up. Push it up.
Make it real.
Yeah, man.
Make it real. Pizza in the Break Room was living 6 months before it became something.
Yo, Pizza in the Break Room, y'all, was me and Fitz just being like, it's the pandemic. Let me just call Fitz and check in. Let Fitz just would call me and check in. This is what Pizza in the fucking Break Room is. For real, right? And we were like, we might as well just record this shit. We would sit, you know, I'd like, truthfully, I would sit on my porch with my spliff and my beer,
just chilling,
talking to Fitz,
right?
Watching the cars drive by, right? And no different now, except now I'm just in front of the computer.
But but that's what I'm saying though. It's like it starts, you kind of get an idea where you want to go with it, how you fit, and then you kind of improve it. Then you go and you're like, we need donuts. We need donuts. I need a mic stand. I need a very comfortable chair. All right. You know what I mean? Like, you find out you need these things, right? And then you're good. And then, you know, things change. You clean up the area behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you figure out these certain things. So, yeah. I mean, for me, like I said, I don't know, man. It's a constant thing that happens every day. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's become part of my routine. It is part of it absolutely now, and you know I treat it like a sports. I watch the tape, try to make it better every day, and I think everybody should do the same.
Okay, let me ask you, Drew. I mean, I don't want it to sound like an interview, but guess what?
This ain't an interview. We just hanging out.
All right, cool.
We just hanging out. I'm gonna ask you guys questions. No,
call it what you want. Don't ask me nothing, man. So, tell me a quick genesis of Celebrity Dru.
Wow. I think by genesis, you're gonna have to define that because I mean, you know, different parts of the world. It's gonna.
So before you were okay, you're a DJ, right?
Mm-hmm. Earlier, I heard you might have been an MC.
Hold on. Earlier, you were talking about you were doing promotion,
right?
Right. Now, some people might know you as something. I know you as a DJ. Somebody might know you as something totally different.
Right.
Tell me about the whole metamorphosis of Celebrity Dru from the moment you decided to involve music into your life until now.
Yeah. Cole's notes as Celebrity Dru. Let's go.
Cole's notes. There you go. Tell me the Cole's notes.
I could give you the quote. I was 15.
15.
My best friend's mom was a DJ.
Sorry.
Like 15, you had a crush on your best friend's mom.
No.
Wait, 1 sec. You gotta. We need some specificity too, because we know you're from Toronto, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But I'm still learning you, right? So you tell us the story. Like 15. What school you going to at 15?
No, 15. He had a crush on his best friend's mom.
I'm coming with that. No. He's gonna continue. I'm just pausing it for a hot second.
She's a very influential person in my life, but no. We were at Bliss Carman. Bliss Carman is a grade 7, 8 kind of school, I guess at that time.
Okay.
I went to RH King, so I don't know if you guys know about RH King.
Yeah.
I went to RH
All right. Yeah.
The same friend. So we were at Bliss Carman at this time, I think, and we used to, summertime, you just hanging out, play video games, play music, smoke weed, elevate your mind, get drunk. You know what I mean?
What video game are you playing?
Oh, we was playing NBA, any kind of NBA 2K 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is.
All right.
So yeah, we would play that for hours on. We still play the game to now, but
red card.
Yeah, red. It's all right. I mean, I'll explain. I'm cool with that. I'll talk about that later. There's two types of guys in here. There's the guys who play video games and the guys who throw ones. But anyway, we'll talk about that after, ladies. Talk about your red cards after. But anyway, so what was I saying? What was I talking about?
So NBA 2K 1, 2, 3, 4. You're playing 2K.
Okay, so his mom was a DJ. She was an actual DJ. She was a singer as well.
Awesome.
When she worked on the boats downtown. She had the cruise ships. She had about 3 or 4 boats that she had contract. So after a while, we're 15 years old. She looks at us. She's like, "Well, you guys sit down here in my basement all night and play music. why don't we put you to work? So she would put us on these cruises. We play for 4 hours. We'd play music like, and it wasn't really DJing. It was more just we had CD books and we'd play the
Stop.
songs. Yeah.
Stop. You're on the boat playing music. What is your name? What is the four of you guys' name?
Oh, no, no, no. Her name is DJ D Flat. I think that was it. Yeah, D Flat was her name. His name was Daniel, and my name was Drew. That was it. I
Okay.
didn't have no name yet or nothing. Like, it was
No,
just,
that's your name, man. Go on,
Yeah,
D
yeah,
man.
flat,
yeah.
Go.
D flat,
Oh,
Daniel and Drew.
oh, if we really
Okay.
want to know the name, it was Drew 2K at that point. But we won't really go into all of
Yeah,
that. But
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was a young
Some
Drew
fu- some
2K at
some
that point.
flames in the chat. Some flames in the chat. Some flames in the chat.
Nah, yeah, there. Fun fact. There we go. Yeah, it was Drew 2K at that point. But yeah, it was just a young guy doing my thing, and like, yeah. I mean, at that point, I kind of learned. I started to learn the format of DJing. I really wasn't a DJ at that point. Like, I mean, I could play the right songs and whatever. To touch on my
Bum,
boy's mom.
bum, bum.
So the what I meant by her impact on me was I did a cruise with her very early on, and she told me, just play these 80 songs or whatever, you're gonna be fine, and I'm playing them, and I'm not doing fine at all. But she's on the boat. She's actually bartending this cruise for some reason. So obviously, in retrospect, I realized later on that she was making more money. Anyway, so anyway, um, she came around the bar and grabbed the microphone, and this lady got everyone on the boat doing the same dance. She was just talking and just kind of giving the crowd direction, and she just said a few things and kind of threw the energy back to me, And I really wasn't doing anything. I just kept playing the songs, and I realized later on that really had an impact on me because that's the skill I would take as I got older. By 18, 19, I would take that to the club. By that point, I was kind of producing music. I had some rappers. I was trying to do the Puff Daddy thing. You know what I mean? So I ended up at Project Bounce, which was
Okay.
89.5. And I was kind of just like a personality. I met all the DJs because I had rappers. I was trying to get all the rappers on, right? So I would go and create relationships with all the DJs. Some of these DJs like John Jay and Elite Squad and these kind of guys at a certain point. But this is where I meet DJ Ritz, right?
Yo, these guys are persistent. Drew.
Yes, I
You're,
see it.
you're
It's all good. Don't
squad
worry.
up, right?
They'll know what's up. They'll figure it out. I meet DJ Ritz, and Ritz is mad cool, and we got records playing on the radio. Everything's cool. At some point, I decided I don't want to do it anymore. I felt like the rappers I was working with were, I felt like I was doing more work than that they were, and I
You're
felt like
always
if I
doing
didn't
more
do,
work than everybody, Drew.
but this was at a different time. You know what I
Hang
mean?
on,
Like,
let me pause you 1 sec, Drew.
yeah,
Right now it's 11:10 p.m. If you
it is.
subscribe to Pizza in the Break Room, you have an 11:11 emote in your chat. It's going to be 11:11 in about 10 seconds.
Oh, we're gonna need that one.
Yo, straight energy from this Twitch fucking community in the chat right now.
Even if
We're
you don't
gonna
have the
take a,
emote,
we're
just
gonna
type
we're gonna take a
1111 in the
minute.
chat.
11:11 in the chat. It's 11:11, y'all. We're gonna take this minute.
I like that.
Big up.
Yo, I need
Yo,
one
this
of those. I'm gonna have
yo,
a. I'm gonna have a. I'm gonna
yo,
need
this
one of
Twitch
those.
community, yo, this Twitch, like, look at this,
That's
right?
crazy. I
Look
like
at this
that.
community. Take that
Like,
energy. We're gonna take it.
like that chat up. That's what's going on.
I kind of feel it. You feel it? I feel it,
I
man.
feel that. You know what? I mean, because I have it like the way it comes up on the screen. It is.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing now to do. I mean, it's something I really didn't have the opportunity to do, obviously, early on. But and I'm
Yeah.
blessed to have that community now, and I love them for it. It's dope. Like saying drop the fire emoji or whatever, or the smoke emoji, and seeing it the way it comes up on the screen is like probably my favorite thing to do.
Right?
Yeah, honestly.
Yo, big up. I act. That's good energy, man. That's good energy. Big up everybody.
I know
So
what
it is now 11:12. We breathe that shit out.
I like that. I like that.
All right.
That's
Woo!
the vibes.
All right. So we were in the middle of the Drew story. Personally, I forget
Yes.
where we got cut off, but you're still pushing Drew
So
story,
yeah,
man.
I think I'm at Project
Ritz.
Bounce. Yeah. So I decided, I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm like, I'm still kind of doing the boat cruises on the side and whatnot, but it's not my main focus, So I'm like, yo, can these rappers? I'm done. You know, done. So, and they were my friends, which was even worse. So it was like, you know, like it was a rough time for me, man. Like I really loved music at that point, and like it was just like I didn't know what to do anymore. You know what I mean? So, and like Canadian hip hop at that time, you know, this is Drizzy's still in the wheelchair at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still on TV. No one's taking him seriously. So,
Jimmy.
um, I keep hanging around the radio station because like these are the people that I've now connected with and been connected to, right? So I'm there, you know, and I kind of become a personality now on the radio, and you know, like, but I'm just the guy in the back, you know what I mean? Like I'm not just kind of, you know, so at least to leave Drizzy. It's funny. They used to leave Drizzy and a lot of people outside, and used to send Drew to the door to tell them, "Sorry, the studio's closed tonight." Yeah, no, but bro, it is rough, man. Like it is rough, but yeah. So eventually, like you know, I got close with Ritz, and what happened was Ritz, obviously knew, you know, I was doing my thing and whatnot, and he knew I could get down. He knew I knew my music, and he was like, "Yo, I'm going to Windsor, and you're gonna come with me to Windsor." I was like, "All right, cool. You know, like whatever, it's cool." He's like, "Yo, you're gonna host a party." I'm like, "Host a party?" He's like, "Yeah, you will talk on the mic a little bit. You can be all right. Don't worry, it's cool." Like, whatever, man. I don't even have the name Celebrity Dru at this point yet. I'm just coming off.
Oh,
I'm just
so
coming
what are
off.
we right now? What are we right now?
At this point, because I'm making me, can't believe I'm doing this. At this point, because I'm making music, the boy's name is Dru Mafia. At this point, the boy's name is Dru Mafia. The boy's out here heavy in these streets. Rich knows what's going on. It's not a joke. It's Mafia. It's the boy. Okay, so obviously, music is done. I'm like, Mafia is not a name that's going to work, not corporately. Okay, so we get, you know, it's back to 2K. We just chilling. We just drew. So then Ritz is trying to come up with his name. He's trying to, you know, I started playing with the celebrity or, you know, whatever. So Ritz hits me one night, just calls me in the middle of the night. He's just like, Celebrity Dru. I'm like, dog, that didn't even sound right. What's wrong with you, bro? Like, you drunk? Like, what's going on here? And he's like, nah, it's Celebrity Dru.
Yeah, that's
Trust
what's
me.
up.
That's what's up. And he was dead serious. Because I was playing it off like a joke. I thought he was joking. Like, I thought he was dead joking. He was like, nah, it's Celebrity Dru. So he's the only one that said this. I haven't visually seen this or nothing, right? So, like, whatever, man. Whatever. Like, you know, whatever. Oh, yeah, cool.
Okay, yeah.
Sick nickname you have for me now. Okay, cool. So, so we get in the van. We drive all the way to Windsor. Oh man, the van. I gotta tell you about the van after that. We get to Windsor. Now keep in mind now, I'm not about this name. Okay? This sounds weird to me. Celebrity Dru. It sounds weird to me. It does at this point.
So, but right now you're Dru Mafia talking about Celebrity Dru.
Yeah. At this point, I'm just
weird?
Dru. The Mafia's gone because I'm done with the music. So I'm just like, I'm just Dru at this point. And I'm like, you know, we get to Windsor, and I think it might have been Windsor Sports Weekend. It might have been the week before. And we get there, and we go to get some pizza. We walk in the pizza shop.
Ironically.
Ironically, right. And standing there, we ordered a pizza. And I'm just like looking up on the wall. And the club is called Dirties. It's a huge club, massive club in Windsor. And it says Dirties. I'll never forget it. I had it. It says Dirties. And it says music by DJ Ritz, hosted by Celebrity Dru. And I was like, yo, dog, that's me, dog. Hold on, wait, yo, that's me.
That's what's up, man.
That's my name, son. And they spelled it wrong and all of that. But I was like, yo, and you know the best part was? I just went, and no one ever did this stuff back then. I walked up, I ripped that poster down. I took that home. I had that poster forever. I didn't care. You know what the best part was like,
it had to feel like $1 million right there.
yo, man. You know what the best part is I didn't want to do. You know, Chico. Chico says he was shy at first, right? No, I didn't want to MC. After I saw that poster, I think I screamed. It's probably the worst thing I've ever done. I think I screamed at the top of my lungs at that party the whole night. Like I was the greatest MC of all. It was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. The best part was I actually had video of it, and I was watching it after, and I was just like, this was like your first game ever. You know what I mean? I was like,
Mm.
wow,
First recital.
super uber duper trash. You know what I mean? Like this is so bad. And I'm just like, it was the beginning, but that's basically, you know, where it started as an MC. And then, you know, I hung around in the MC game for a long time. Had to work with different people because the DJs that I came up with were really good. They were in the main rooms. I had to come up through the side rooms. I worked with incredible DJs, some incredible guys along the way.
So you came up in the side
MC.
rooms as a MC.
As an
Okay.
MC. So
Okay.
so coming up in these side rooms or whatever as an MC, I'm ready for the main room as an MC, but there's a lot of great MCs in the city. So I'm kind of log jam where I am. You know what I mean? So certain parties, I'm going.
Just name two for me at the time. At the time, when you say there's a lot of great, just name two.
DJs?
No,
Or
MCs. Yeah.
MCs.
Oh, I'm going to say Taboo. And I'm going to say
Life of the
S1.
Party?
Yeah, the Life of the Party, Taboo, and S1. Who,
I'm not familiar with S1.
S1 was with the Last Boy Scouts. You guys knew
okay.
DJ Last Boy Scout? Yeah, he
All
was.
right. Yeah.
So yeah, those are two guys that we all came up in the same camp. So you got to understand, I'm on a team with Taboo. I'm on a team with S1 is incredible. He's an incredible MC. So he pound for pound. You can hang with S1. I mean with Taboo, right? So
Stop.
yeah.
Stop.
This is my
name
guy. Yeah, let's go.
You name S1.
Wait, my guy.
Yeah.
You name Taboo.
Yeah.
Right? Life of the Party and S1.
Yeah.
You say that they're incredible. What is it differently about each one of them that makes them special?
S1 was energy. He was ready to go. He taught me how to be ready. Like, let's go. Like when you get that, because I was watching him get his shots. Like, all right, here's your time. Because Taboo's the guy who's the main guy, right? So I'm watching him get it, and he's ready. Like, 6-man, I'm ready off the bench.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
This is your shot. It's 10 o'clock. Let's go. It's 11:30. It's the end of the night. Let's go. That's what I learned from him. Taboo, what I learned from Taboo was professionalism. At a different level to gain respect. One night I was working at Fluid with Ritz. We were working on a Wednesday night. And Taboo used to come and check me there all the time because
Fluid for real.
you could smoke inside Fluid, you could chill inside, you could do whatever
you want in
right?
Fluid. Yeah.
So and the biggest stars would go to Fluid. It's a fact. This is just what it was. So
that's what was up.
One night there was maybe 20 people, 25 people inside Fluid, and it was early. And I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down near the DJ booth. I got a cordless mic, and I'm rolling up, waiting for him to come. And he comes in. And I'm excited because I see him. I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, yo, this guy's here, yo. And he's just not impressed. He just has this look on his face. Like, he's just not impressed. And I'm like, what's up, bro? And he's like, what are you doing? Like, just like, what do you, like, I'm like, I'm rolling a blunt. He goes, yeah, what are you doing? And I was just like, he's like, what, there's no people in the club? I'm like, no, they're here. He's like, what, they didn't pay to get in? He's like, you got to treat these same 20 people as if there's 200 people here.
Yes, sir.
They didn't pay any different. And it was a good moment for me because, like, I realized that, like, yo, man, like, if you don't have people around you that will be honest with you or care to be honest with you, you ain't going to grow. And not only that, if you're not receptive to the information, forget it. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, sir.
My first promoter ever, the first promoter that I worked with, he gave me 4 shots of tequila and Jack Daniels. It's a shot together, by the way. This is the shot. 4 of them in a row. Okay, my ear.
Like this.
This is it.
Oh,
the shot.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. 4 of them. Boom. Take them.
Yeah.
I'm super young. I drink them because you're in the club. You gotta do it. So he takes me over and he walks over to a Taboo, and he grabs the mic. He goes, Taboo, give me the mic, and he gives me the mic. Ritz is playing. I don't know what he's doing, and he gives me the mic, and he goes, say one wrong thing and you're fired. Go. Bro.
That sound like what's it called, man? That sound like what's that movie?
Sounds like game time. That's what it sounds like.
That's
game time.
Sober me up real quick, bro. Sober me up real quick.
Sound like Squid Games.
Yeah, man. You gotta get to work, bro. Like, forget what just happened. It was a lesson though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just always kept me on point in terms of when you're in the club. You can't, a DJ can't get drunk at a club. He just can't, man. Like, we can't be that guy. You
You're
can't fall.
working.
You know what I mean?
You're
You
working.
can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if
You're
you're,
working.
even if I know there's a line. People have fun. They get drunk, whatever. But yo, man, you're the gas. You can't be that guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta. You're the direction of the party. You literally have the pulse on the party. Like I always tell guys, like we always like at Luxie on Saturday. I was like, I'm always on the other guys. I'm always like, pay attention to the end of the night. Bring your crowd down. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a science
Bring
to
your
this. You know what I
crowd
mean?
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to be that guy. Like shout to the legends like Channel 9 in here that know. You know what I mean? Like laid the groundwork for guys like me to see that.
Say that one more time slowly.
Shout to the legend Channel 9 in
No,
here
not
who
that
laid
one.
the.
Not that one.
That too, though. Big
You
up
gotta pay
Channel 9.
attention. You gotta
Which
pay
one?
attention to the end of the night.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because and it's the same that goes for the middle or the beginning. You gotta know what you're doing. You have to navigate your crowd and like violence is a thing. You take people to 100 at 3 o'clock and tell them to go home. Call
You
the
know what?
cops at 3 o'clock. You're gonna need
I'm
them.
gonna,
Like you know what I mean? Like it's
let me
crazy.
say something right now. I know Celebrity Drew because I see the chat. They're at what year was this? What this was this? As I listen to your story, I'm putting it together. Yeah, myself.
You
No,
feel?
nothing here to. I'm not worried about what it is, but this is why the way that you're telling me these stories is why I like you. Right? You're specific. There's things that you worry about, not worry about, sorry, the things that you're particular about, right? There's
Absolutely.
things that you understand. There's things that you know that are a part of the things that you do. And that's why that's kind of why I connect with your stuff, with what you do now, because like I said, I'm new to you, right? But as soon as I ran into you, I was like, yo, this guy's nice, right?
Appreciate it.
And yeah, well, yeah, I try to tell it like it is as much as I can. Um, and so that's where, as you're talking about it, as you're telling the what do the people say, the Drew story, right?
Yeah.
As you're telling it, I'm like, shit. All right, I see it. I know why you're here today. For example, it makes
I
sense to me.
appreciate that.
Why,
I appreciate
right?
that, man. That's very nice. Thank you very much, bro. And to be honest with you, like, you know, I really have had blinkers on for the whole time. Going to Jamaica gave me an opportunity to kind of look back and kind of take a second and kind of look at it. And I'm more proud of the people uh that invested in me in terms of time and energy and just you know what I mean? Like
For sure.
yo, like that to me really hit me when I went away. Like it's cool to do all the things and there's me. If you guys know me, there's a ton of things I wanted to. Like I just launched a new radio show. I have my own radio show now on Flow,
Yes,
and
sir.
like
Tell us about it. Tell us about.
there's
Wait,
different
whoa,
things.
whoa! No, you can't. You don't just get to skim over that, right?
No,
Tell us
it was
about
just
it.
kind of what I
Come
was
on.
saying. But yes, well, that opportunity has been incredible, and shout out to anyone that supported me on that as well, and shout out to the team there, man. Shout out to Ritz and Red and Jay Martin and Specs and Perion Prince, the whole team, man. They've been incredible, and everybody's just been dope, and I'm excited to see where they grow, but I'm also excited for the opportunity they have given me. You know what I mean? Like I'm very, I'm just like you guys, you know what I mean? Just like everybody else, very competitive in the sense of I want to be the best at what we do or strive to be the best. I think is important. And when I say best, I mean best version of ourselves.
When
I
I
don't think
watch you, when I
Yes.
watch
Yeah.
your streams, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I watch your streams, I see a ball player. I see a sports. I see an athlete.
Yeah.
Like other people might see DJ.
Yeah.
I see athlete,
Yeah.
and it's just because the way that I see that you approach
Absolutely.
what you're doing.
I appreciate, you know what? And I think a lot of us do that. I think you guys do that as well. I think like it takes like a certain type of approach, right? Like you want it to have impact and you want it to be a certain way. And like for me, I'll be honest with you. For me, it was playing for DJs that I knew that I never got to play for. Because they know you. You know what I'm saying? And this is your opportunity to show them some. Let me.
Show them
I'm
what-
just
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just use this guy because he's an example, bro. Channel 9 is a legend, and I know you're here. In here. I just want to say this. There's a lot of guys in here that are dope, but I'm gonna just say it. Channel 9 is a legend. I'm just using him as an example, okay? He knows me. He knows my game. He knows what I can get down with, right? But it wasn't until the pandemic that he could actually say, okay, yo, you know what? He could actually do some stuff over it. You know what I mean? Like, and be able to back it up in a conversation with other people that can't see me do it or have never seen me do it. They can see me do it every day now. You know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
that opportunity wasn't there before. So I think gaining the respect of like so many of the great DJs, yo man, that to me is like that's the wow factor for me, working with some of these guys. And you know, like Bubba Khan and Ritz are my some of my very best friends. And it's crazy for me to think that sometimes. Like, yo, I do a show with these guys all the time. Like, you know, there was a time I really, really like looked up to these guys and just aspired to be at that level, you know? So sometimes to take a look and realize that I'm at the level with them is very humbling, man. It's an incredible like feeling, to be honest with you.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing for you, Drew, is that I like is because for me, Channel 9, like we went to high school with Channel 9. I went to grade school with Channel 9, right? Like I'm a smidge bit younger than Channel 9. So, you know, Channel 9's Channel 9 to me, right?
Right.
It's Channel,
Right.
I mean, Steve, big up, right? You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm allowed to
Steve
do
gang.
that.
His
Sorry,
name is
Channel
Steve?
9, right?
No.
I heard.
No, we
No,
just
no,
say
the
Steve.
other, no,
we just
no,
say
that's
Steve
Channel,
gang sometimes.
Channel 16's name Steve.
Yeah.
Channel
That's a
16's
different guy.
name Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
different
like,
guy,
Steve.
different guy,
Who's
right?
Steve.
It's different
You know what I'm
guy,
saying?
right.
But sorry, I don't know. It's later. Pizza in the break room after 11.
We've had a couple of glasses over here. Okay?
You know what I'm saying? But to hear you say that when you know, I know Steve from he's
Steve.
younger, he's grown
Right.
up. Sorry, fucks. Channel 9.
Well, but no, what
all
he's
that shit.
saying, the point that you're getting at is you knew him.
Thank you.
Right,
Big
prior
up.
to a certain level. But I'll tell you this, he a legend from where, you know what I'm saying, for me, because when I used to
Yeah.
drive past certain clubs and I wasn't old enough to get in them,
He's a
the
legend
name
for
on
me,
the
don't get me
on
wrong.
the thing is Channel 9. I tell him this all the time. That's a fact.
tell you-
So yeah.
Well, okay.
Channel 9.
Sorry, let me
Channel
just
9.
let me interrupt you.
Wait, hang on, Fitz. Sorry.
Mhm, go
Channel
ahead, go
9.
ahead.
Channel 9 was the DJ at my wedding. That's how much I big up Channel 9.
Ooh.
I'm no longer married or anything like that. But
Oh.
right, but and my wedding was on Caravana Weekend Celebrity Drew. So I had to get Channel 9.
Damn.
Right?
Man,
I had to like like come on.
That's a serious
Right?
premium and friend card.
Yes. right? Both in the same, right? Both
Yeah,
in the same. You hear what I'm saying? Right?
You gotta go with the serious friend card for that one. Be like, bro, I know it's
man.
Caravana Weekend. Yo, I'm telling you, that's a rough one. When you hear Caravana Weekend as a DJ, you're like, bro, you got 52 weeks, man, and you chose
This one,
this one, bro.
I'll be
It's like-
mad sitting down at the table.
Yeah,
Anywho,
it's happened.
big up.
I'm doing weddings Caravana anyway, so.
So
No, so what I'm saying here is that
yes.
Drew, I appreciate what you're saying right now, and it's super important what you're saying because I'm just gonna relate it back to what I do, right?
Yeah.
As a barber, and sometimes I have barbers in my shop, right? And maybe they're new to barbering. They come into the shop and they are somebody in the world to
Right.
everybody,
Right.
right? And they are seen by everybody as this one thing. And I say to them, if you want people to see you as a barber, like this person, they may know you as a basketball player,
Right.
but now you want people to see you as a barber. You've got to show as a barber.
Absolutely.
You've got to now start presenting yourself, everything you're
Absolutely.
doing as such,
Yeah.
so that people can start seeing you differently. So like you just said, you know Channel 9, but now he sees you differently
Right.
because you've put out work and you showcase yourself in a manner that has people see you a different way now.
Absolutely, but let's not forget the opportunity that has been created to get that opportunity, right? Like that's the catch. This is a historical moment in the world,
The opportunity,
because
yes.
this doesn't happen. Like without the pandemic, that doesn't happen,
But yes,
right? You
but
understand what I'm saying?
everybody had this pandemic. but not everybody took the opportunity to showcase who they want to be in this position, in this
That
pandemic. You know what I
that's
mean? Like,
fair. Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we all got that. We all got this pandemic. You took it and said, "I want to show the world I am this. I want people to see me as this." Other people got the pandemic and just have not decided to. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
And
I do.
and it's no this. And like and for instance, with the people that work at the barbershop, I'm like, you have an opportunity to use platforms to show the world that you are this.
Yes.
Yep.
Do it so that people can see you as this. Because if you don't, because sometimes people are shy. Some people are just shy and don't want to do the extra thing because they feel like people look at them weird.
No,
Yeah.
and you know what? It's like I said. There's a moment. It's a switch. I'll tell you something. When the pandemic happened, and we're all going through the ideas of thinking of things are changing. We don't know what's gonna happen. For nightclubs, for example, it seemed like, how are we ever getting back to this? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
especially at
Yeah.
the beginning, right? Like, we've seen all these new sit down and this is the way things are gonna be, and there's no dancing, and like, man, it was scary. I won't lie. It was an interesting time for DJs who worked in a club because, man, it looked like history wasn't going to bring us back to that, for a brief moment. And I remember talking to another DJ, and he said to me, I was like, man, what if that's it? Like, what if this is it? Like, what if it's done? Because it kind of hit me. Like, what if by the time this is all over, it's
This is how we
different
do
and
it.
it's
Yeah.
not, like, what if everything we did it's and he's like, we did pretty well, and it hit me, and he was like, we did incredible things. We did huge concerts. We did every nightclub you could think of. We traveled. We got to go here. We like we did a good job.
Yeah.
And it kind of just hit me like, he's right. And when I thought that way, I was like, okay, let's, whatever we do now, it is what it is. Let's go do it. And that literally was kind of, because, man, we were sitting there at the beginning, and I didn't know what was going to, none of us did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Original mindset. Your gang out here. You know what it is, Channel 9. But yeah, like, man, and shout out to Bubba Khan, man, because that guy has to get his flowers. I have to give him his flowers, man. This guy pushed the envelope when we came to Twitch, man. You know what I mean? Like, he just did. He came up with Twitch Fest and all these things, and yo, man, I give that guy his props, man.
There's certain people that push the envelope in
Absolutely.
different ways and look to understand that there is you can maximize something out of the demographic, and not necessarily meaning it that way from, I need to get as many followers or whatever, but I can put this much into a different way of expressing what I do, my art or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or because this is, like I said, Twitch is just an extension. I think in a certain way, it allows you to showcase yourself. So I think that's pretty cool. So
Just gotta
you're right.
chase the content. You know what I mean? Don't chase the number. Chase the content. Like, hit the jump shot.
Stay to it. Stay to it. Right?
If there's 30,000 people in the arena, but you miss every shot, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, if you hit 30 points and nobody's there, trust me, somebody will tell somebody about it. So
Fuck, for real.
focus on the game, bro. Just execute, man. That's all it is. Like, just focus on execution, and everything kind of just works out the way it's supposed to.
All right, watch this now, Drew. So for the people that have been around on the show for a little bit,
Right.
I talk about my a little bit of a journey that I've been having lately.
All right.
All right, I spit in a bottle a little while ago, 23andMe, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like that DNA shit, right?
Right.
Spit in a bottle and sparked a little something in me, right?
Lover.
You get Lover One in the chat for the people that have been around. Cindy Milo,
Okay.
big up. All right, Lover One's my pops. All right.
Okay.
Celebrity
all right.
Dru, right?
Lover also.
Lover also is a fucking insult. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Denise Jojo, damn it. No, lover one, damn it. I love you, fave. Sorry. Anyways, I got this spark, built my family tree for all the people that haven't been around much, but the people that have been around. So the fact that you're here blows my mind a little bit. We figured out a little bit of 6 degrees of separation.
That's right. We did. That's right.
So to everybody in the chat, lover one, my father, DJ Mark Black, my brother, and come to find, 6 degrees of T-Dot, that Celebrity Dru is a very, very good friend of DJ Mark Black.
It's my guy, man. Big
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Tell me a Mark Black story.
Oh.
Wow, like that. Yes.
No,
Come on.
I can't.
Anything.
I can't.
Anything.
I can't.
Big,
I honestly
small.
can't. No.
Right.
No,
Okay.
I don't. There's nothing that's appropriate. I'm telling you. Listen,
Wow.
man. I'm telling you right
Number
now.
3.
There's
Number
nothing.
3 in the chat.
There's nothing appropriate. I'm
Number
telling you,
3 in the chat.
it's a private podcast. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm telling you, Mark is my guy. I love Mark. Let me tell you something, because Mark is that guy. Like, oh man, like me and Mark play so many parties together, many parties together, and like, just growing up in the club industry, man. I can't, there's no like. I don't know, man. Like, there's a million, so I can talk to you for an hour, like literally an hour. I love Mark Black. He's my guy. He's like, you don't understand. Like I joke about it. The 9 months of it. So
as well.
So I was the other day, right? Mark Black resubscribed to my page, right? And he was like, and it's 9 months. So Mark is that guy. I said, Mark is that guy. You know, when you have a friend in high school or school and you say something stupid, but they know what you're talking about, right? So Mark Black, when he hears 9 months, what does he think? Baby. That's what he thinks right away. Baby. 9 months is what he thinks. So yeah, man, me and Mark, we have so many amazing jokes. I can't even take life seriously when I see Mark. I think that's why we don't work together anymore.
That's wicked. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Man,
it's wicked. That's awesome.
A great, dependable guy who's always been there to, like, he's a gamer too. Mark is a gamer. He's a gamer. Like, he's played a million parties. He knows what's up. Like, he's a legend. He stole bottles out of the club, and we went and ate poutine and drank the bottles. Me and Mark used to take bottle cards.
I think I did that shit too, man. I think I might have done the exact same.
They used to give us bottle cards, and me and Mark used to keep the bottle cards and never use them. And then one day, just pull out 10 bottles at the club, and they're like, "Where did you guys get these cards from?" We go to different parts of the club. We go to different parts of the club and order from different
all their bank
service
days.
girls.
Using all their bank days on one day. Yo.
We would go give them the drink tickets, take the drink tickets back at the end of the night. Like later, like Mark is the greatest. We like I said, we grew up in the club scene, and we just like kind of, you know what I mean? Like, he's my guy. I love Mark Black, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't even give you a story. I like literally, I could not give you a story. Yeah,
that's good. That's a good. Technically, that's a good. That's the type of answer I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think. Like, honestly, and the best part is I'm trying to think of an appropriate story, and it's just like
you can't do it.
There's nothing appropriate.
Not enough beeps. Not enough beep outs in that song. You can't turn it into a clean version.
It's just instrumental, man. It's rough. No, but shout out to Mark Black, incredible DJ, more incredible guy. He's just a hilarious, funny guy. Yeah, 100%.
Thick as Steve says, just Raju.
Yes, I gotta give him his props, but I can't.
You can't, yeah. Don't worry, we'll do that later.
I can't out Mark without outing myself and outing everything. He's my guy, man. I love him though. But yeah.
Okay.
Wicked.
I have
I'm gonna take a commercial break. I'm taking it. You carry
commercial break. All right. Cool.
Don't mind me, man.
All right. So this is a commercial break for
Kim
Crawford. It's a nice Sauvignon Blanc. I've had about 5 glasses. and it comes as a referral from DJ Chela Soul.
Che's on the heavy wine, eh?
You know, this wine come in like a little bit of candy still, you know.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Nah. That is going to give you a headache, my friend.
When I
But
first started this podcast, I used to finish bottles of wine. And then as we started to continue, I didn't get to half. But this one seems like it's going to finish. I don't know if it's because it tastes good or if because we're going the distance.
Might have to get another bottle. That might have to go down. We might have to get another one out here. But yeah, no, next. This is part one, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, of me and Pizza in the break room. This is part one. We've already we got the paperwork signed. We just got to figure out the next day. Part two. But yeah, we did a lot quick. Shout out to everybody in there. I see Seashells in there, Mandy in there, Justin Raju in here. Shout out to Alessandro. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see the chat moving. They moving out here. I like it.
Yes. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for sticking. Thank y'all for joining Pizza in the Break Room, episode 36. Tita Hotshot, Couture J, and our special guest, Celebrity Dru.
I'm just here to hang out.
So the chat. Oh, go on. I was just gonna ask quick because I heard you talking about the chat. 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dru,
go ahead.
You are the king of fucking reading the chat, bro. I don't know if I mentioned that to you. I was talking about it earlier. I don't know if you heard it. I don't know how you do that shit, man. Because this is light work right now. I think if you know, it's light work.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you catch my like.
It's important, man. It's as important to the stream as it is executing. Like, I mean, my setup is 2 big screens. I had to make them big screens because I got to be able to see it. But
right.
I lined my chat up with my camera, and away we go. You know what I mean? Like, you do your best you can, and you practice. You know what I mean? And eventually you're able to get everybody, but at first you don't. You know what I mean? But you just kind of stick at it, and then you kind of go back. I think one thing too, when you get a chat that moves a lot, a good way to do it, because Twitch replays the chat, is to watch the chat again. You know what I mean? And if you miss somebody, put it in your mind, this person, I miss this person, I got to get them next time. You know what I mean? Like, my whole thing is like, you always want to involve everybody. Like, I treat every message like it's important. It's a conversation, whether it's a shot emote or, somebody saying something, or sour gal emote, or, something, whatever. It's just like, you got to like acknowledge it. I think like it needs some sort of acknowledgement. Because it's like I said, the currency is the time, the energy. Like, that is more important than, like, if you don't, as like, what people give you, you gotta give back. If you don't give it back, they're gonna go. So like, we're on Twitch, bro. There's a million of us doing this. A million. There's a million. They can listen to anyone they want, man. They don't need to listen to me, man. They don't. Like, for real. So the way I look at it is, I get up and I'm like, man, I need to be better. Like, they don't need to listen. They can go. They can leave. They don't have to listen to me tomorrow morning. They don't. If I don't step up and do my job in the morning and be great, or try to not be great, to be honest with you, I think I slip sometimes to say that. It's to try to achieve that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you ever actually achieve it. I think you just try to get close to it. And I think that when you try to be
better. You try to be better.
Absolutely.
In the
and that's
moment,
not to be
right?
cynical. That's not to be cynical or a pessimist. It's to be better, man. Like, we get comfortable, man. Like, I found, like, for me, yo, man, you get to a level, you're like, okay, yeah, I did this, I'm good, I'm happy. It's like, no, man. Do something else. Like, let's push it. You know what I mean? Like, let's figure out something else. Like, let's keep going. Like, you know what I mean? Like, figure out something else. Let's make things better. I tell you, I got a new game.
Talk to me.
I got a new game. I'm not telling. I can't. I can only tell. I can break this news here. There's a new game coming because I do pop-ups, right? And I want to keep Dru's Channel Points Lottery specifically for the morning. So it's going to be every morning, like it is right now. We have a new game coming. So anytime I do a pop-up, there will be a new game where you can still gain the same points that you do now, but the things you can redeem during that game are going to be different pieces of merchandise. Okay? So this game is going to produce different sets of, and I don't mean new sweaters and new t-shirts, and sweaters, t-shirts, and mugs will be strictly for the morning show for
Right.
Drew's Channel Points Lottery, and that's where you can win that. The same points you can still get will be for the next game, and you
You have
can
a
then
rose.
redeem.
You're giving away a
Yeah,
rose.
you can redeem. Yeah, no, they really want a rose, man. This rose thing is different, bro. Like,
They want a
jeez, bro.
rose.
Girls want roses for. She's like, you want roses for Valentine's? Like, nah, I want one rose. Like, what? Like, what do you mean one rose?
You gotta get the color right at that point.
Omanaya, yo, shout out to Omanaya. Omanaya starts our show every morning, right? So Omanaya, this guy's his conversation in the morning is bar none incredible. And one time early on, he's like, we giving away a bottle of cologne for one of the guys. I think this was, I don't even remember. It might have been maybe Father's Day, Mother's Day. I don't know. It was one of these times. And he's like, are we giving away a rose for one of the ladies? And I'm like, a rose? Because I'm listening to the background in the morning, right? And I'm like, a rose? Like, and these girls are going crazy for this rose. I'm like, bro, where you gonna FedEx this rose to? Like, how fast are you gonna get these girls? Like, really, we're getting our rose? So then I realized what it was, and then I understood the demand. So, yeah, I don't know if we can get a Celebrity Drew logo on a rose, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know, man. That's gonna create a lot of weird conversation, right? I mean, could you imagine? If you guys had a pizza in the break room, at Rose, I mean,
Rose?
there'd be a lot of girls out here being like, I'm in love with pizza in the break room. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want.
They in love with the break.
Gotta be careful with that. To be honest with you, because one of the things, oh man, I'm gonna slip right now. One of the things we're putting in the shop is a blanket, and I gotta be careful with this because I've already seen this whole I'm sleeping with Drew. Like I'm trying to veer from these kind of lines. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they'll
It's
be
crazy out there in the Twitch world, yo.
Yeah, man. They are reckless judgers who are petty people. If you petty people, you post the emote right now. You petty people. They're petty, man. They're just like me. We're petty.
Judgers in the chat.
Yeah, man. And what's funny is that, like, when I first came on the Twitch, I'd hear people talk about their community and call them these weird things. And I'd be like, man, I'm never going to I'm judgers. Petty people. Yeah. Don't worry. They're just like me. They're petty. That's why we're judgers. Yeah, I get it. Honestly, I don't even know. Honestly, yeah, man. Drew's Channel Points Lottery is kind of where that came from. And that's just because, like, they were trying to throw me off. And I was like, you people are here to judge me. Just let me do this. Like,
no
judgers,
man.
When you're trying to execute something, you can't read your chat. Well, not mine anyway. Like, if you're trying to be serious and try to, like, when I do Drew's Channel Points Lottery, I explain it right at the beginning. Like, I have to go through this thing. And the thing is, I don't have it written down or anything like that. It's literally in my brain. So it's literally like,
it's almost in my brain, man.
Yeah, I think if I write it down, I think that, like, I'll mess it up more. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of know it. I've toyed with the idea of just making it a recording and just doing it. But I think it's funny when I do it live because sometimes I can throw a name in that says something in the chat.
You do it sick. Right? You do it sick.
Yeah, so it's just something
if I appreciate anything about your stream is when you get into that point and I'm like, this guy's
execution,
a monster.
bro. Because that's it. That's my.
This guy's
that's
a
my
monster.
That's me with the ball, right? That's me. This is my time. It's the third quarter. Let's get the game on. Like, that's it. So to me, it's like, let's execute. So for me, like I said, reading your chat when you're trying to execute, bro, that'll throw you off real good. That you get you know what I'm saying? Like, Cindy will say something, or Alessandra will post, or one of these ones will post. Somebody will post a dead fish, or it could throw you off. So I appreciate the challenge though. But yeah, they do it. But I love it. It's great.
No, I actually admire when you get into that particular part. Like, this is fantastic. This is awesome. And I don't know if people appreciate what it is. You know what I mean? I don't even know if people appreciate what it is. I think people just see it's happening and just say, all right, it's happening. But they don't realize it's a monster at work right now. It's just even at that little section.
Yeah, that's the big piece. That's the big piece that people learn at some point, right? Is at some point you do what you do. And if people can't handle that, then they can't handle that. Right?
It's part of it.
authenticity, I think, is a piece of it, right? Like there's people that are gonna like me or not like me. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna people that are gonna like the things that I align with or that I think about. Like the big thing about me and Fitz is you wouldn't guess it, but we fucking disagree on so many like basic things.
Right.
Like when we talk about it and break it down, but we can have a conversation about it,
Right.
right?
Yeah, of
But
course.
I'm authentic, he's authentic,
Right.
right? And that's all
Right.
that matters. And I think that piece of authenticity is what makes it important or keeps it important. So,
Well, it
you know,
translates, right? It
yeah,
translates into our product. And if you look at some of the streamers in here, for example, like Seashells, she's incredible at what she does, so it translates, you know. Priscilla keeps it real, it translates, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Chico is a very polite guy who is funny. It translates. You know what I mean? So, um, I think it translates when you do something naturally, it's not work, it's fun, but not fun, it's challenging. And not challenging in the sense that you don't want to do it. It's challenging in the sense that you want to achieve, you want to do it. You know what I mean? Like some of us get up, we got to go to work, and it's not we got to go to work. We just don't want to do it. But like for me, it's like I get up and I'm like, you know, how can I crush it today? And like my
yeah,
show, to be honest with you, my show is about reaching out. I want people to feel that energy, and I know that kind of sounds weird, but it's as small as shouting out someone's name. So like in Drew's Channel Points Lottery, after I started and the 5 minutes is running, and you can bet, I go into my chat, you know, and I shout out everybody. Like I say everybody's name. Like I don't even care if the 5 minutes runs out. I'll say everyone's name. Like,
yeah,
good
Mm.
you
morning.
do.
What are you dropping? Like, you know, and what's crazy is that I've had people that I know they watch and they listen and they haven't said anything until I've done that
Yeah.
interaction, right? So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know, whoever it is, would be like, you Priscilla, you know, good morning, you know what I'm saying? What card you going with? And
Yeah,
their first message ever is
It's
red
then.
card or black card. And then they're part of it and they're part of the community, you know what I'm saying? And like it's just it's become something. I think it's dope and like but at the same time it's also like
He's a linguist.
what yeah, right? It's I'm sure I butcher some of them too, but especially on a Friday night. I'll butcher it on a Friday night, no problem. But um, I like
I
the
dare
ones
y'all
that
to
are
come in
like
with a crazy name on a Friday
I
night. I dare y'all.
I love the crazy names on a Friday, bro, because I'll say them slow, right? Like, and I'm like, oh wait, did I just say that? You know what I mean? Like it's funny. Or I read someone's comment because I think it's legit. Like he always nails the pronunciation of their name. See, I read that was safe, right?
yes,
But
yeah,
I could pick
yeah.
someone else's comment and it would just go left in the comment like real quick, like you know. So, but yeah, it's just part of it, I guess. But no, man, I love Twitch. I can't lie. I love the community and I love like just the interaction of it. I think it's important, especially when you're real about it.
It's been impactful, I think, and yeah, man. Stay true to that, Drew, man. I like what what I see is that you got passion for whatever it is that you do, right? And
It's
I think that's
important.
important for people. That's important for people, man. It doesn't, as long as you're not on some bullshit and you put everything into it, then it's all gravy. That you should people around you should support you for that. And
I,
just like I said earlier, the fact that you were so proactive and enthusiastic about coming on tonight, to
oh yeah.
me, right? Maybe to you it's nothing. To me, it's like, yo, wicked, wicked.
No, I'm with it, man.
And
And I appreciate that. I appreciate that the work and the community and my team have made it get to the level where it does mean something. So I
mm,
appreciate that. I do
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that. And
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, like I said, I think our game recognized game. You know, like don't get it twisted. You guys are doing a great job here, and you know, I watch, I enjoy it. I love the conversation, and you know, I hear you guys talk sometimes about certain things, and I'm like, this is the show I need to be on right now because you know, Fitz, I hear you, man. I hear some of the things you be saying out here, bro. Like I hear you guys, man, and it's
Nice,
just
man.
it's
Nice.
great I just think it's great content, and to be honest, I'm excited to see you guys grow as well. You know what I mean? Like I think we're all kind of growing with our content and getting familiar with things, and you
That's
know,
right.
I think it's exciting. I think it's exciting for all of us.
That's right. Yeah, man. I appreciate it. I have a question to ask you. I know we're gonna wrap this up soon. It's getting late. It's getting late, but I want to ask you.
It's almost
You
a
are
new
the
day.
you are the remix genius, right? What is
Remix
your
genius in the
what
chat.
what is your favorite remix you ever created?
Wow.
Remix genius in the chat. There we go.
Wow.
I like when that we got there we go, chat. Remix genius in the chat. Yo, he comes up with some shit, yo.
Damn, bro. That is
Steady, daily remix genius in the chat, y'all.
If that's too hard for you,
I can shrink it for you.
What is the first remix you ever came up with?
I mean, okay, the first one I think I recorded pandemic after the pandemic that kind of built a body of work was Busta Blank on the Uproar beat. I think it was. Do it. Hold on. Wait. Let me see something.
You have it available?
Hold
You have
on.
it
Yeah.
available to play?
Hold on. Wait. Let me
Watch
just see something.
As a matter of fact.
Hold on. There's a couple of them that were like the first ones. Hold on. You know what? Let me see here. Wait. One second.
Because you know what? We're gonna have a secondary question.
Oh
that's for
man,
sure.
I think. Hold on. Let me just see here. I think. Trying to think of like which ones were like the first ones. You know what? I think I know. Hold on.
Wait, hang on, Drew. Let me just as you're looking.
Yeah.
We're coming up. We're coming up on a new day right now. All right.
Oh, perfect.
So you take your time. We got like 45 seconds until a new day, and I'm gonna bring in the new day, and maybe once you find it, the first thing we're gonna hear on this new day might be one of your favorite things that you're looking for right now.
I like it.
Right. So everybody in the chat, it's 11:59 and 30 seconds right now. Take a second to reflect on your day, just a hot second.
All right.
Right.
We're
gonna come over here. We're gonna reflect on that motherfucker, right? And then we're gonna take the next 10 seconds to get ready for the new day and breathe that shit out.
I like it.
Right. And in 10 seconds, it's gonna be a new day, y'all. Right. So happy new day, everybody.
I like it.
Big up. Only positive energy in this motherfucker.
That's what's going on.
Into the new day. Right? Giddy up.
I think I got one right here.
All right, let's hear what it is.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Equal rights and justice for all. Rise and never fall. Tell them say, boom. What they gonna do when enough of them not true? Say what they gonna do, them get slew, yeah. Who do you think you are? We're living in a small world. As wicked as you think you are, we're living in a small world.
If I had to choose two, it would probably be these two. This one I think was the first one I played in the club. It was like a reggae demo.
Wow, all right.
This one right here, hold on.
Celebrity Dru.
Where do you go? Don't you need my love, baby? Why can't you
Yeah, it would probably be that one right there.
Okay.
Probably be that one right there. I think that was one of the first ones that, like, when I played in the club, it rang out because of the Drake was so hot at the time, right? Like,
sweaty.
Yeah, that'd probably be one of the
You're
big ones. But there's a lot, man.
Pay attention to the crowd.
I think I'm
Let
at
it down around 3.
right. Yeah, no, I think I'm at 700 or 800 right now. Like, I think that's my count right now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a busy man.
I get into mode sometimes. Like, I might wake up in the middle of the night. I might hear a beat or something and be like, all right, like, I can't go to bed until I make 4 or 5 songs on this beat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
When I was in Jamaica, I was like, I mean, especially coming back after, going to Bob's house and shit. It was like, yo, like, yo, let me do something. You know what I mean? Like I was taking jamming, I was doing like different things with that beat, like
Vibes, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and even when I came home, it was like it might not even have sounded the right way when I came home, but I loved it when I did it. You know what I mean? So there were a couple
So
that
you were
like,
creating out there? You were creating out there?
yeah, I felt like at certain times I would just
Hmm.
kind of go in a vibe and just kind of make a couple, but for the most part I didn't on this trip. I didn't.
We at a hotel?
Yeah, I was on a resort and whatever, and
Which
just
resort do you stay at?
Bahia
Bahia
Principe.
Principe. Where's that?
Yeah, it's in well, I guess Montego Bay, I guess, right?
Montego. Okay, okay.
But yeah, no, I got some friends out there and stuff like that. So it's a good vibe out there. You know what I mean? We had a good time and just relax. You know what I mean?
Did you go to
But there are
Scotchies?
times. But sorry,
Did you go to Scotchies?
no, I didn't go to Scotchies. I wanted to, but I didn't get a chance. So I did get to go on road for a little bit, but
Mm.
but yeah, no, for me it was it's good. Like I said, it sometimes it's good to like. I'll be honest with you. I took all the equipment to stream. I took
Oh, for
everything.
real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just in case.
I took a small player. I took my phone. I bought the right cords. I did everything, and
Mm,
it was crazy because when we got there, I was like, "Am I gonna stream?" And my first answer was no,
mm,
because I'm not there to do it. It just was like, what if I want to? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What if I want to? I want to be able to. I don't want to be out there and be like, "Oh man, I can't." You know what I mean? Like, no, it was I had it. I never used it. So yeah, it's still actually in the bag. And the best part was I called Bubba Khan. I'm like, yo, you have this? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm coming for it. He's like, you're not gonna stream. And I'm like, I don't
mm.
care. I'm
Just in
taking it with
case.
me. Yeah, I'm taking it with me. And the best part is, I mean, it stopped me in customs. You know what I mean? Like they
Oh,
had to
for
look
real?
through it because it's like it's a digital. It's like what it is. So, but it was such a pain in the ass to take it. And like I said, I never even took it out of my bag. Like it was just kind of like whatever. So I did make some remixes there, but I was like on my computer or whatever. But yeah, like I said, I think it's like environment sometimes. You know what I mean? And it also supercharged me to come home and make some. So
Mm-hmm.
I definitely made a lot more when I came home. It got to be in a mood, man. You know what I mean? Like I got to be in a mood, or I got to hear a beat. Like today I played like that Mind Sex beat, that Dead Prez beat. I know you guys are hearing that. I was doing like I put like Biggie on it and like a couple other people on it. It was just like one night I heard that beat just randomly on a stream. Like I think it was like Aristotle playing the original song, and I was like, yo, I need this beat. And like
Mm,
just like that idea of like, yo, I wonder what Big would sound like. I wonder what Ye would sound like on that. I wonder what
mm.
Jay Z would sound like. I wonder what Tupac would sound on it like. And the fact I have the
Jigga.
ability to do that, like that's what drives me crazy. Like it's the after hours. Like after this stream, we all just gonna chill. But I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna think of something that we talked about or something. It's gonna be like, okay, you know,
Right.
that beat reminds me of Oliver Miller. Let's go make a remix. You know what I mean? Like just something will trigger it, and it just happens. So, like the good thing about it is
So
like
let me put some things into your brain. That beat
sure,
reminds you of Twister. That beat reminds you of Trick Daddy. Beat reminds you of JT Money. That beat reminds you of Andre 3000. That beat reminds you. I'm just trying to put some things
damn,
in your head that might just put you down my lane. You know what I'm
damn,
saying?
damn. I like it already. I like it. I like it already. I like where you're going with it already. But yeah, I'm yeah, no, I'm about that. I'm about that life. That's my life. I'm with it.
Yo, you did a Miss Jackson one time, and I just got so excited. I was like, ooh, ooh, okay.
Miss Jackson? All
Sorry,
right.
Miss
All right.
Jackson.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. I've got yeah,
Hmm.
you know what, man? Sometimes I make it. Sometimes I like. I'll just make them and I forget, or like, you know what I mean? Like they just sit there and I'll
Yeah.
just like. Sometimes I'll just be like, I
Because
go deep into the.
to you, it's nothing, and I'm sitting there going, "Yo, that was the dopest Jay Z fucking remix I ever heard in my life."
Yeah, no,
Right? Like that kind of.
I mean, like you never know. Sometimes something hits in the middle of the night, it doesn't hit later on. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm,
or it hit. It's like, or sometimes it gets played out. I find like sometimes I'll make a remix of a song and I'll take a classic acapella, and the beat kind of just, the beat has its time and it's over. You know what I mean? But the song still
yeah,
lives. Like
yeah,
that song, like the Give Me a Try, like the Sizzler, like that Drake beat's it's dope, but it ain't as popular as it once was, right? So the impact of that beat isn't gonna be the same. So I think it's also about staying up on the game and finding new remixes and new ideas, and that's the other part of it. I think making them is cool, right? But coming up with an idea and putting it all together, like Mind Sex is probably my favorite because it's such a dope beat, and like the people that put on it. I put Biggie, I put Tupac, I put Kanye, I put Jay-Z, and like their verses is like it's just you would never imagine them together on a song like that, or like even those verses are all from different songs, so it's like a complete different idea. You know what I'm saying? So, the whole rhythm idea is dope. I like just taking a song or a beat and making it a rhythm because then you have impact. Like you can cut it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like you guys are saying. It's like I have certain ones where like I'll start with an R&B and then I got like a Barry's on it and then I got this on it. You know what I mean? And you kind of feel the room out because sometimes the Barry's is what you need and sometimes the Barry's won't work, right? So depending on where you at, right? So yeah, just I don't know. I try to tend to just depends on the time, I guess.
But it's different because you know what it brings is, I'm old, right? So I've heard a lot of songs a lot of times, right?
Facts.
And so your creativity brings a different version of that, right? So it's not the same old thing. Wicked song, wicked other song. Oh, you know what? Nice, well done. Right,
New song.
Right, right.
No, 100%. But a lot of that comes from coming up around DJs. What is gonna make Ritz want to listen to me? What is gonna make Bubba Khan want to listen to me? What is channel? Listen, I can't erase history. I can't go back and do what these guys did to gain their respect.
Aye, yeah.
What
What can you
how
do
do
to
I put
inspire
it?
them?
No, how do I put it like this? If you I don't know, how do I put this in a way that makes sense? If you man, it's hard for me to explain, but it's like if you sell cars, right? What makes the other guy different that comes in and sells cars? If you sold cars for 20 years and this is what you do, and then this guy comes in and he's selling cars, what is he doing differently? Like, how can you ever gain his respect? And the reason why I did so many remixes and went that route is because in the club, the same DJs, because in the club right now, if you go into certain clubs, the DJ's playing the same songs. They're all playing the same songs. So I would go to certain parties at certain times, and if I'm headlining or somebody else is headlining, the songs that I'm supposed to play, before I even go to play them, they've already been played because some other guy has them. So I was like, yo, man, how am I going to get people's attention, right, by playing the same songs everybody has? How's anybody going to respect me? How's a guy who's been doing this for 20 years going to respect me, whether I've been doing it for 15 or 10 or 5, if I'm playing the same songs as him, right? Like, you got to have a different bag. You got to go a different way. Like, I'm just saying, like, if I played the same songs as Channel 9, I wouldn't listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would listen to Channel 9. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you got to, like, go for it. You got to find a different way. So, for me, that's why I went that route. That's why I made those remixes. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say every one of my remixes is fire. I mean, majority of them are. But, but not all of them. Not all of them. But you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
No, you push. I appreciate it because, like I said, I'm old, so I've heard a lot of the shit. I've heard it from before people mixed.
But here's the thing: you probably heard when that SZA song came out. So for example, you hearing it on that Drake beat when it comes out and it's fresh, and you know what I mean? Like, it's different, man. It brings new life to something. You know what I mean? Like, it's a new life to it. So
That's
it's dope like that, man.
That's word. All right, top Jay-Z song. Let's go. Come on. Anybody been around here knows I want to talk about Jay-Z. So not even top. So give me like. I'm going to throw a couple things into it. I got like 10 minutes of Jay-Z. What's up in that?
Wow. Takeover.
All right.
Takeover's got to be on there. Song Cry.
Song Cry, yeah.
Never Change. Hola Jovito.
Every time.
Dead Presidents. What else we talking?
Represent me.
I'm just trying to do a little reference here. 'Cause, I mean,
Take time. That was good. That was quick. I like. Take time. You
I'm
know,
gonna
that's all right.
say, we ain't gonna put Holy Grail on that. Holy Grail doesn't make that list.
Well,
We could talk about.
it's good.
We could talk about some of the songs that don't make the list.
Yeah.
No. Let me see here. But we talking Jay. I'm saying, oh, Where I'm From. Where I'm From by Jay-Z is probably number one for me. That's number
Cop
one.
up
Actually,
along
we could
where
just
I'm
done it right
from,
there. Where I'm from.
Mozzie son.
Yeah, man. That
Yo.
song, You Don't Know, Hard Knock Life, all of that. One in a
That was
Million,
my
99 Problems,
when
all
you
of
sent
that.
the flyer You Don't Know was my backup song. I was going with You Don't Know, and then I switched
Yeah.
it up and I put the next on it. So Fitz, you're back. We were just I gave him a what would you throw into a 10-minute Jay-Z set?
Where I'm From, 1,000,000% is Where I'm From. I feel like that's one of the songs that shaped my life, man. I don't know. I
Yeah?
just so
Yeah.
hard, man. It's like represents my area and just like it's just I love that beat, man. It's incredible. I'm gonna play it for 15 minutes in the morning, so everybody just get ready for that.
Oh shit!
I might have to remix that beat now. See, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like that's what's gonna sit in my brain tonight when I go to sleep.
Is everybody in the chat putting their favorite Jay-Z song? Is that what happened just now?
Yeah, we was just talking about that. But I was saying
It was
like
just
never,
me and
never
Drew were
change.
having a.
Everybody in the chat, put your favorite Jay-Z song in the chat. Let's see what's going on in this Jay-Z world right here.
Or
Actually, yeah.
if you don't know about your favorite Jay-Z song, if you subscribe to Pizza in the Break Room, you have a Jay-Z emote. You can also toss up the Jay-Z emote just for the fun of it. Try that shit. There's a lot of people here. I don't know.
Sure, put a collaboration, just Raju.
There you go, Cindy Milo. Jay-Z's in the motherfucking chat.
Right.
Big up. There you go.
Can I get up? Well, Can I get up?
Ain't nobody fresher than my click. Almost went with that too.
Jay-Z's on Click, right? He's on Click, right?
Yeah,
Yo,
Click, he's on Click.
Jay-Z's a hype train every time, yo. Every fucking
Yo,
time.
Jay-Z, you know what? You know what else is really good? And I got to appreciate that. Renegade with him and M. When you first listen to it, you feel like M murders him on it. If you really listen to that, yo, Jay goes bar for bar with Eminem on that. Like he talks some.
You trying to reframe things, bro?
No, man, Renegade is he talks some talk, man. It took me a couple years to get it.
Yeah.
But man, yo, you listen to because at first Eminem sounds amazing on it. But when you actually listen to what Hov is saying on that, it's goat talk. It's goat talk, bro.
Because it's no disrespect to Eminem. Because you know what I tell people about Jay-Z is once you start talking about Jay-Z, and we're gonna get me on a rant now, but now you're talking in increments, right? You're talking in like 9.74, right? Not like those types of things when you're talking about Jay-Z at this point in time.
We're getting into certain things right now, yeah.
Right, so it's just. To say that Eminem killed him, for people to even say that, great, wonderful. And I can say that Eminem might have had a super duper verse, but when you're right, absolutely 100%. And again, that's why I like you, Drew, is to say it like that and frame it like that. You're absolutely motherfucking right.
Because when you first listen to it, M kills him on it. He sounds amazing on it. But you go back and listen to what Jay-Z's saying. Nah, bro. That's bar for bar with Eminem on that. If not better.
I'm have to go back and listen to that.
Trust me, bro. Fire the things he's saying. But no, Hov's body of work will be the greatest at the end.
That's what people understand.
At the end.
Yeah. And I mean at the end when you look at his body of work, it will be the greatest. It'll be the most diverse, and I think the closest.
I disagree. Sorry.
And I would say this: the closest second to him for body will be Snoop.
How about I disagree?
I challenge it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So when you say greatest body of work, initially the first thing that popped in my mind was Lil Wayne. Greatest body of work, but then when you said the word diversity, then Drake popped in my mind.
Well, yeah, Drake
too early.
I mean,
too early.
Not too early.
It might not even be too early. It might not
Listen,
be.
It's not
It
too
might not
early.
even be.
It's not too early.
Jay-Z told
Drake has
us
been more
1996
Drake has been more
that he
diverse than
came to
anybody else.
take the shit, and he did. Like, listen,
Drake is
so
diverse.
let me
Whatever you say about
rephrase.
Jay-Z, Jay-Z is
Let
great.
me rephrase.
Yes.
You know what? You're right. I'm
Drake
going to
is
say this.
diverse.
Let me rephrase the conversation. Right?
Go ahead.
Sean Carter,
Yes.
best.
The best at what?
Right? You can talk everything.
I doubt it.
He started from selling CDs out the trunk.
Lil Wayne started when he was 14 selling CDs.
No, man.
Lil Wayne was doing it 10 years before Jay-Z started.
I like Lil Wayne. I like Lil Wayne.
And Lil Wayne, Jay-Z did albums.
I like
Lil Wayne did
I like
a million mixtapes, and they were all
I like Lil Wayne more than people like Lil Wayne. Right? So let me say that, right? I like Lil Wayne more than the general public. 1000%. I'll listen to Lil Wayne nonstop. I'll just play Lil Wayne. People can't just listen to a Lil Wayne album sometimes, right? Because it's tough sometimes in certain situations for certain people. Jay-Z, when you say body of work,
Yeah.
right? But like, you go to a basketball game and you don't know it. You hear a Jay-Z song, right? You listen. There's commercials on ABC, NBC, Fox. You hear Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Tiffany, Jay-Z, like big brands come. And that's not to say it's in your face. What I'm telling you is you don't even know that Jay-Z is so influential, body of work.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Like culture.
I hear what you're trying
all
to say.
that.
I hear
No. I'm not trying to say anything. You don't have to like his music. I'm telling. That's why I turn it to. That's why I'm turning it to Sean Carter.
I don't care about
Sean Carter.
But if you're talking about body of work, we're talking about realistically. If you're saying the word body of work, Lil Wayne is obese when you're talking about body.
But obese in compared to who?
Jay-Z.
No.
Lil Wayne has
the conversation ends
like
there.
like Jay-Z's compared to the Beatles, right? You compare Jay-Z to the Beatles.
He does. But so is
you
Drake.
compare Jay-Z to Michael Jackson, like #1 records of like things that are tangible. Yeah.
So then, okay. So let me ask you guys a question. Then I think this will just help us because I think this will kind of narrow it down for us.
Big up Priscilla.
I know everybody talks top 5. I know everybody talks top 5. Let's talk top 3.
Yeah.
Top 3 right now. Let's see if we have anything in common here.
If Jay's in, you're not your top 3.
Top 3. You guys go first.
Okay.
You don't want to hear my top 3.
I want to know
because
I know
#1.
Wayne's got to be in your top 3, right?
Lil Wayne, Andre 3000, and Drake. And that's
top 3.
And that's me leaving out Tupac.
So Tupac is the honorable mention.
Tupac, him leaving out Tupac.
And right now, as I say that, it sounds crazy to me.
It sounds crazy. Okay. So put them in order. So put them in order. Who's 1?
Andre 3000.
2 is.
Drake, then Lil Wayne. And one time it would have been Lil Wayne.
And your honorable mention is Tupac.
Fuck, I can't even. That sounds blasphemous, man.
That you shouldn't. I mean, it's your list.
But he died early, so yes.
Okay, so
yes.
So your list is
Christy. Yes, KRS-One. Yes, Christy KRS-One. KRS-One is the real deal. But
his top 3 is gonna be Andre 3000, Drake, Wayne, and your honorable mention is Pac.
that doesn't sound right.
That sounds so rough. All right, T-Dot. Yo.
But at this level, it's so incremental.
No,
right?
forget incremental. Spit it out, man.
Okay. Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't like Drake. I never used to like Drake. But I think now Drake has appropriately reached my top. I'm not even saying he's second. I'm just saying Drake has officially reached my top 3, and then
Okay.
otherwise it's just based on like total preference, I think.
Spit it out, man.
No, I'm thinking honestly, truthfully. This isn't on our fucking notepad. Fits like shit. Like
We don't have
you know,
stats. This
it
is
doesn't
our
say top.
opinions.
It says top 5 Raptors, not top 5 rappers. All right, on this motherfucking.
We just trying to see if we have anything in mutual here that makes our top 3s here.
No, I'm done. I'm gonna go.
So you went
like
Dre.
Lil Wayne. I'm
He
gonna,
said
I like
Jay-Z.
Little
That's-
Wayne.
that's
Little
what
Wayne. Like this is Jay-Z. Little Wayne. My top. I like Little Wayne. Little Wayne's
See-
enough for me to say Little Wayne. I like Eminem. I like Eminem as well.
Hold on, that's too
Snoop's
much.
had a
That's
good
too-
career.
Yeah, you
No,
got
no,
like
no.
6
That's too much,
guys here.
that's
We
too
need
much,
3.
No, no, no.
We need
no,
3.
No, I said Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, you got an honorable mention. He gets an honorable
Drake.
mention.
I said Jay-Z, Drake,
Yeah.
and then what did I say? You guys were telling me I
Wayne?
said like 7
Then you
guys.
said like
And
7.
then I was like, no. Then I was like Wayne.
And then
And
Eminem is your.
And then I said I like Eminem.
So
okay,
Eminem is your honorable mention.
Yeah.
And you got
Eminem.
Hove, Drake, Wayne. All right. So this is my list.
No, I got Hove, Drake, Wayne. No disrespect to anybody. Go on, though, Drew.
My list is the honorable mention is 50 Cent.
Okay.
Number 3 is Jay-Z.
Okay.
Number 2 is Jadakiss. I'm sorry, guys.
Yes.
I'm sorry. He deserves to be in this conversation. And the man who put him in that position is Biggie, and Biggie goes 1. That's just what it is for me. So I'm just like, and Big is preferential because he only had 2 albums. I get it, but that body of work has stuck with me throughout my whole life.
For sure.
And,
For sure.
Yeah.
He got to get his. And so for me, who do we have? I guess it is Jay. Jay is the only one, I guess, on all our lists.
No, he's not on my list at all.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
look
not
it
on
up.
there. And there's no diss to Drake. I'm cool with.
Drake.
I got it.
You said Drake.
Yeah. No.
I
I said
Jay.
So my what did I say? My honorable mention is 50.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z's number 3. Jadakiss is number 2, and Biggie's number 1.
Okay, so there's a tie between Drake and Jay-Z because
There's
he's
no
on the
tie.
list twice.
Yeah.
There's no
So that's
time
Because
because
those
Jay-Z's
2.
been like double his.
All right, okay, let's go, guys.
double
Let's go,
Dre's
guys.
career.
Come on.
So let's do it now. So okay.
Come
So
on,
then.
come on.
So who's the GOAT then? Who's
Let's
the
go,
GOAT?
let's go.
Are we
We have to
gonna
decide
go
like
it right
this.
now?
We have to
Is it
decide like
Jay-Z or
this.
is it Drake? Who's the
Decide
GOAT?
Paper, rock, scissors.
Like that conversation is so like blows my mind because if
It's
that's
crazy.
the conversation, it's not even close.
It's
Honestly,
not.
and that's no disrespect to Drake because I like Drake. No disrespect to Drake.
Funny, I thought he
That
was going to
con-
say there's no disrespect to Jay-Z.
No, Drake's wicked, but Drake needs more time to simmer. And that's
you
Toronto.
don't
That's
look like you
hometown.
announce it.
I'll tell you this.
That's
I'll tell you this.
That's
Drake
yeah.
has been at the number 1 of hip hop longer than anybody has been at the number 1 of
It's
hip hop.
different though.
fact.
There's
There's no difference.
No, there is.
That's the
Hang
one
on,
fact.
hang on.
That is the one
hang on.
fact that there's nobody that has been
Jay-Z
at the top of hip hop longer than Drake has been at the top of hip hop.
True.
And you can
true.
talk about
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z hasn't been at the top of hip hop as long as Drake has. So that's a very significant point.
Look, I'm
Very
trying to be all like subdued and shit. Jay-Z
Don't-
was wicked when it meant a matter to sell like CDs out of your trunk.
Tupac was.
Right.
He's the first one to sell double CD.
Yo, did I say anything bad about Tupac? Why y'all like poo-poo. This guy's throwing daggers.
Wait, Tupac was on. Oh yeah, he was on your list, right?
He was
It was his honorable mention, maybe.
But when you started talking
What about Ye?
But
What about Ye?
Lil
What about Ye?
Wayne.
Nobody. So nobody said Kanye.
No, because
Nah,
no.
me
I'm just
and
asking.
Kanye. Honestly, Kanye might be my favorite artist of all time. I
Okay.
mean, like we're not talking rapper.
Elaborate.
artist,
Man,
yeah.
Yeah.
Kanye is so involved, man. Like
Run
that guy
away,
is.
yo,
He's
run away.
crazy. Let's be honest here. The man is crazy, but he's the creativity of that guy is insane. Like I've watched this old video of him on YouTube, and it's like I've watched it for years. It's a video of him making a beat. It's like the only one that's on YouTube. And the crazy part is the beat never came out. It's just this video. And I watch it all the time. And honestly, it's the most like it's like I'm watching him make a beat and it looks like has no idea what he's doing. He's just this basic little drum pattern and it's just
Kanye's
whatever.
different. Yeah,
and
man.
then he just sticks with it, and then boom, it's the most insane beat I've ever heard, and it just makes you get up and be like, all right, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, let's go. Like, it's time. The man just made nothing out of just these couple of drums and a sample, and it's fire. Like, it's time to go. You know what I mean? So, my favorite, I think, of all time is gonna be Kanye at the end, because it's just his production, the whole vision. He has an idea across the board. I think my favorite at a certain time was probably 50. 50 is just too entertaining to not
50, right?
give him his props. Yeah, man. He's just too funny, man. Like,
What's your
I'm a petty person. I like the pettiness.
I didn't like 50. Like when 50
Petty
came
in the
out,
chat?
He's so
Petty's
petty,
in the
man.
chat.
when
Celebrity
50,
Drew's.
50 came out,
Petty's in the
I didn't
chat.
like him. But then when 50 was done rapping and started like
Doing other
That's when you
stuff.
start-
doing
yeah,
his
yeah,
vitamin
yeah.
water and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I started to really appreciate this guy, because
Yeah.
he's the only artist that I've seen be in interviews, and when he speaks, it sounds like he knows what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah, man. And he plays a role really well. Like, he knows when to be 50 Cent, and he knows when to be Curtis Jackson.
He's
You know what I
awesome.
mean?
Like, he's awesome. Like, I like him after the music.
Yes.
I didn't care
But
for him during the music. I liked him like right now. Like 50 can't do
Yeah.
no wrong in my eyes,
Because he
awesome.
believes in that next move. There's only a couple of them, man. That, like, there's only a couple people in this world that look at things like that, man. They looking at what's next. Like, let's do what's next. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I keep telling people, man. Like, let's do it. Motivate me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So
do
Yeah.
it. I want to see somebody do something. Like, motivate me. Let's do it together. You know, like, I think it's so dope when somebody does their first stream or their fifth stream. To be honest with you, the fifth stream is probably my most impressive. First stream, everyone can do.
I hear
I think
that.
at this
I hear
point, the
that.
way Twitch is now, everyone can do their first stream. They just jump on and, away we
Yo,
go.
Drew.
And, you know?
Drew,
But-
it's funny when we did our fifth stream.
Yeah.
John, I don't know if you remember, but when we started our fifth stream, we're like, "Yo, what's up? What's up?" And then you're like, "Yo, today's a big day." And you're like, "Why?" I go, "Yo, like we're doing our fifth stream." And you're like, "So, yo, this is a big deal. Like
Yeah.
like, because we are at 5 streams in,
We're doing it.
Yeah.
and we're doing it. Like some
Yeah.
people don't get past a stream or two.
Nope. No.
Yeah.
Or they'll do the first one. First one goes great. Community
It's
backs
funny
you
that
up.
you said that. It's funny that you
Second
said
one
that.
or the third one is cool. Fourth one, you stumble a little bit. You're starting to find excuses for yourself. And about the fifth one, it's like, let's go. And it's serious
Word.
reality because you make a decision at that point. You're like, we're going to either do this or
Or not.
let's go.
Yeah.
It's,
Right?
it's
Like,
funny that you say that, because we it's not like I considered that number or whatnot. It's just that randomly through the conversation,
Yeah.
you said the fifth stream, and you said fifth stream just now,
Yeah, man.
and I remember, I'm like, yo, Sean, today's the big day, like 5, like we're
Yeah.
doing. I said, yo, we're doing something.
Right. And it's just, like I said, it's a testament. What are you guys at now?
36.
Look at that. Isn't that's
30.
crazy,
Five,
right?
five felt like a big deal. Yo,
Right.
Yo, 5, we
Right,
done enough
exactly,
here.
right? Yeah.
And it's funny because I told him last week, I was like, let's stop with the number.
Right. Oh,
Right, it's
of,
just-
of your episodes? You know
Yeah,
what, though?
it's just now
That-
it's just a show.
That number is just
It means something.
It's more something to you guys in your
I
community.
see it now.
You know,
See
like
it now.
I'll be honest with you, like when I used to like I really, really just got desensitized to numbers at a certain point. And Julie Mango was one of the people that said, "Hey, we're close to 4,000 followers.
Big
We're
up to
close to
Julie
5,000 followers. We're close to 6,000. We're at 6,500." Like I've started to realize that these accomplishments, whether they mean anything to me or not, they mean something
Yeah.
to the community.
Yeah.
You know, and that needs to be celebrated because it's not just my work. It's our work. It's our community's
Yeah.
work.
There you go.
And these numbers mean things to everyone because they're showing the work that everyone's doing. It's good to celebrate numbers certain times, but it's also not. It's important to not get caught up in them and to want to achieve more. Right? Like it's good to acknowledge them. Just don't live by them. You know what I mean? Like. Use them as a marker to invest. I've
Yes.
always told people, like I said, chase the content. Don't chase the number. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it comes down to. Chase the content.
We've had that conversation a couple of times as well.
Yeah.
Like either of us have had to even check ourselves a little bit, right? He's checked me. I was like, yo, This is about what we talked about. Let's keep going.
We gotta use it in a positive way. You know, like you're not looking at your number to see if a million people watch you. You're looking at your number to see, did I resonate with people this time? Did this topic work? Did this music that I thing work? Were the jokes funny? Was this did this work with my community? You know, like you gotta look at things like that because those numbers matter too.
That's what
like
matters.
For me, for example, let's say I get a raid from someone randomly, and it's a lot of people. Like you guys know Dr. J. Dr. J in the summertime was doing a soca raid or whatever, and I was on in the middle of the night and I was playing like reggae or whatever, and they raided me, and a whole bunch of people were in there, and at that time, I have a choice. I can start playing soca because that's what they're used to, or I cannot. Now, the first time I probably got that raid, I probably didn't. And the number went where it went and did what it did. Now, I go back and I watch and I pay attention to it. So the next time that raid comes, we're going to get to soca a little bit quicker. So we're going to know that that's going to work. So
you're acknowledging them. You're saying, hey, thanks for being here. Here's some soca.
But you're looking at the number after the fact to see where the retention was. Did they stay? Did they enjoy it? You're not looking at it to know what the number was. You're looking at it to see how did it work. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get past that point of what, like if you can use it effectively to increase your product, then you're on the right path. Like, but if you're sitting there and being like, oh, you know, this person did this and I gotta do, like, I don't care, man. Like, I don't care. Like, you know, I tell guys all the time, like, oh, aren't you worried about this guy? Like, I don't care. I don't care.
So true. There's times that I've looked back and I've been like, I didn't even know that was happening in the chat.
I don't care.
Right?
You know, man, honestly, I look sometimes and I'm like, I might want to go on, right? And I might look and I might say, okay, that person's on. You know, I'll chill for a little bit. Let me tell you something. My goal, and I say it sounds crazy to some of the people that I work with. My goal is, Bubba Khan is my guy. This is my guy. Ritz is my guy. These are my guys. Omanaya. My goal is for all of us to be on at the same time with 200-300 people watching all of us, each of us, doing our thing. Because that is when this platform is really where we need it to be. The ideal that we're all sharing a certain small little group of people is insane. So, like, we have to continue to grow the platform. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes, sir.
Like, I keep telling everybody, just keep doing your thing. All these streamers in here. I know there's a lot of streamers and not DJs in here. And they're just, I want them to keep just doing their thing. That's it. You know?
Big up to the streamers. Yo, quick, fast, before we wrap this up. Streamers, one more time in the chat. Tell us what you do, where you're from, when's your stuff, when's your stream. Hit us up. And then, you know, for real, one more time, Drew, like, big up, man. You're like, I don't know. I only, like, I'm picky with my credit to people, right? You know, it doesn't come easily from me. So big up to you, man. You truly, you walk the walk, as they say. All right. And that's very important in this smaller community. I'm sure it means a lot in the bigger community as well. Yeah, man. Good for you, brother. Good for you.
It,
Keep that shit up, man.
And thank you guys, man. Because like I said, I think, you know, just even with you guys show and the content you guys produce, I think it's great. You know what I mean? I think people relate to it. I think it's another great, you know, application. I just talk shit on this app. Yes, Cindy. That's kind of what we doing. Shout out to Cindy Milo. She's
Cindy Milo,
like another one of these incredible people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, her energy and what she brings to my team, and just it's just incredible. And yo, there's people that, like, there are, like, it's crazy because I have mods that are on my page, but there are people that are mods on my page that are not mods. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the way that they have ownership of my chat and their personality in my chat. It's so much more than that. Like I said, it's crazy to use words like community and things like that, but that's what it is. And you know, I'm grateful for all of them, man. I'm grateful for all of them. They're great people.
That's the word for sure.
They're violent, though. And they're judges.
They get wild. They get wild, man.
They're mad petty, you know what I'm saying? But but they're great, and I appreciate them. Yeah, see, Just is an unofficial mod for the 808 Mandem. Yes, Just. Yes.
That's wicked, man. Celebrity
Thank you,
Drew, big
fam.
up, man. We appreciate it, man. So thank you so much for coming out, chat.
Nah, man, it's
Big up
dope.
to the chat. Like you said, this is first time with Celebrity
Yeah,
Drew.
yeah. This is part one. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna set this up the right way and do it the right way. But I just want to say thank you to you guys for making it happen last minute. I know, we just made it happen, and I appreciate that. Like some people wouldn't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Hey man, we're in the break room, bro. All you
nah,
do
we
is
in the
come
break
in,
room.
and we
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
you.
Nah, it
Just
was
come in,
dope, and
start chat. You know what I mean?
I appreciate the content and the things we could talk about. Like I said, man, I'm a huge sports fan, so when I hear you guys talking about it, sometimes I get, I'm like, yo, I wanna chime in. So I just, I'm excited for our team. I think what we should link up when our team makes the playoffs. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, man.
just
Let's
take
go
a
have
look at
some
what's
fun,
going
man.
on.
Let's
Yes,
go
Definitely, and
have
I
some
wanna.
fun.
we'll. You know what we'll do? We'll be inside of the Drew sports bar as
Yeah.
you
Oh,
as you stream live
yo.
the
You know,
Raptor
that's
game.
that's another thing that, like, just another idea. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That was
I
dope.
didn't see anybody do it, and I was like, you know what? Let me kick it and see what happens here. And I like the idea that play a little bit of the game, play some music,
That was dope. That was
kick it
dope.
back a little bit. Like the game is still on the screen, so if you want to zoom in and
Mm.
just kind
Yeah,
of
well,
watch
that
the
was
game while like it's just like I
innovation
said,
at
it's
its best, yo.
exactly though. But like that's the thing, and like I'll be honest with you, somebody hit me the other day and they're like, yo, I think somebody's doing channel points lottery. I was like, so I want everybody to do channel. I want us to
Yeah.
use this platform. Like anybody out there that's thinking that somebody's doing something and you shouldn't do it, stop.
Do
Just
it.
do it.
Right.
Just
Like
do it.
Just
stop.
go on with it.
Okay.
Go
Like
on with it,
that's like
yo.
me sitting here saying, "Oh my goodness, Baby U makes remixes. Why would I ever think to make a remix?" Like, nah, man. Baby U inspired me to make remixes. You know what I'm saying? Bubba Khan inspired me to create these backgrounds and these trains and these things. Yeah. You
I'm
know what I mean?
actually inspired by Celebrity Drew, and what you guys don't know is next week I'm going to be starting a show called Celebrity Drew, and it's going to be a remix show.
Yes, I like it. Go for
All
it.
right.
I'll be
So
on
watch
it.
this.
I'll watch it.
So watch this right quick. Celebrity Drew, tell us all
Yes.
about the things that you do. Spread the love. And then number two, I don't know if you can take us out with that where I'm from the Jigga
Oh,
Man, if you
I'm
can.
gonna. Is it? Oh
If you
yeah.
can do that.
I
Can
think
you do that? Right?
I'll
But
definitely.
tell
I'll
us all
definitely do that.
about when do we see Celebrity Drew? When do we want to hear Celebrity Drew? Free
Um.
plugs for Celebrity Drew. Not that we got a lot of people here from the
Nah,
tweets and the
man.
break
We
room, but
talking. We
hit us
talking
up,
about.
man. Brother,
We
tell
just.
us. Tell us one time.
Where you from? I'm trying to see if it's here.
Whatever. You can find whatever you want from
Yeah,
the
no.
Jigga
I
Man.
get you. I get you something for Jay. Me. Okay. Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Twitch. Good Morning Mix Show. Usually about on from 9 a.m. to about 11. My brother Omanaya starts the show at 7. So if you're ever up early, and you want to catch the vibes with him, he's on at 7. When he raised my page at 9, you get channel points. Channel points is a ting over on
Yeah.
my page where you can win private prizes and stuff like that. Um, I do a lot of pop-ups on Twitch. When I'm not on Twitch, I'm usually in the
Lots of
clubs.
fucking pop-ups, man.
Yeah, man, we
Yeah.
do a lot of pop-ups over here, and that's mostly because I built this crazy studio over here. That's like, I gotta put it to use sometimes. I used to remember as a kid, like I would get these speakers and put them all together and have these little like, ghetto little setups, and now I got this full studio. So it's like it's a blessing. So sometimes it's not good to not use it. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of
Say word.
pop-ups. Um, I got these shows on the way with the remix challenge. We're doing some other stuff. I have another show that I kind of want to get the ball rolling on. It's just kind of been so busy with everything. I do a lot of weddings. I'm signed to 808 Entertainment, which is basically the #1 wedding company in Canada. And
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, I don't want to brag or nothing, but we've been winning awards, and I do the
Bum,
most
bum,
gigs.
bum,
So I just,
bum.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Celebrity Drew in the house, y'all.
Your boys out here in the club too. Right now I'm still doing Luxy. I'm still doing like Lavelle and some clubs downtown and stuff like that. So, yeah,
Say word, Cindy
I,
Milo.
hey,
Say word, Cindy
divorce parties.
Milo.
If a divorce party needs a DJ, I'll be there. But yeah, still heavy in the club. Still doing my thing in the club. My favorite place to play is still the club. It's just
my place.
Anything coming up? What's coming up? What's coming up in the club?
I'm at
Anything?
Luxie on Saturday right now.
Yeah.
I know we got
Luxie.
a couple of concerts and stuff, but they just finalizing right now. I'm actually going out to Edmonton very soon in Vancouver, and then we got some stuff in Montreal. We got a whole weekend set from Montreal. Shout out to
Man's
Filippo.
doing work, man.
Yo, shout out to my man Flame. Flame was actually at Luxie, and we had one of those moments where I was like, bro, just watch for a second. I just like some other guys are kind of dropping the ball, and I was just like, you know what, Flame, this is a teachable moment, my friend.
One time,
just get out your pad and pen, and we show them what's up. So, I still like, yo, man, I still take it very competitive. Like I'm very like this is something you might not see. Like
I,
this
like I look at you like an athlete.
No,
bro.
you know it. Trust me. I'll tell you right now, bro. I hate to say this right now, but you know, you guys watch the documentary, the Jordan documentary, right? And he's like, the moment in the game where he's like, oh, yo, this guy said something about me, and you know, I went back in the change room, and then I came back, and like, yo, I murdered this guy. You know, I killed him in the game, and yo, it was over. And then after the fact, you know, he admits that the guy never said anything to him, right? Like he's just like he just used it to
build it up.
Yeah, I kind of do that now. Like I do that now. Like I look at someone on the board and I'm like, okay, I'm coming for you. You know what I mean?
Let's
like,
go.
What'd you
these
say?
are my goals. Yeah. You know, like that's why I find my motivation. These poor guys, nobody's doing anything to me. It's just me sitting here, you know, trying to find motivation. So it's I'm motivated every single time. And like I said, my motivation comes from my chat, man. Like. If I tell them to drop fire and they don't drop fire, man, I'm gonna delete my account. No, I'm just kidding. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, imagine like being like, "Yo, can we smoke this out?" And there's no emojis on the screen, bro. It's like, "Yo, nah, can't happen, man."
Your chat's different, man. Your chat's different. Big up.
I appreciate that. You know what though? But like I said, that's a testament to the people in there. They just feel the environment. They feel that they can do that and they enjoy it and they get something out of it. Let me tell you something, man. One thing I've learned and I've gained to appreciate is you don't know what people are going through, man. You have no idea what people are going through, and you have no idea what people's lives are like, and their time, and like what happens to them when they're experiencing something. You know what I mean? Like, man, for so long, people used to message me and be like, "Yo, man, this 2 hours in the morning, like, it removes
my day."
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not to brag or nothing, but it's like, yo, you start to realize the effect that it has on myself. You know what I mean? Like, the effect that it has on me to know that, yo, this is making a difference somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's one person or two people or 100, it doesn't matter to me. It's like, you know, like, it makes a difference. Like, we're in such a weird time in history. You know what I'm saying? Like, where like small little human interaction and just being kind is like the greatest currency you can give to anyone right now, man. Like, it's the most realest thing you could do in our climate right now.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Sure. Like, I don't think people know that, man. Like, these messages and these things that people say to me is so real, man. Like, it's tangible. Like, we're in such a fake world, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I've had my Instagram for 2 days. They're sorting it out right now. But, you know, me and Ye, we're in a little trouble. But, you know, they'll figure it out. But just even a break from that side of it, too, was just like, yo, man, this platform's a blessing. And just anybody that's in here that's been rocking with me, whether you rock with me this morning or tonight or you've just locked in this whole time, man, it's love, man. It's real effing love. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is a different level out here, and we got something real out here that's going on. So appreciate everybody in here, man. Y'all know
appreciate you too, my brother. Thank you so much for offering your time. Thank you so much for being as proactive as you were. Thank you so much for bringing your community into the Pizza in the Breakroom community and just allowing us all to have a good time and enjoy each other.
Now, I don't know what your schedules are like. Now, Tita, I know you're around in the morning, but we get maybe you two in the morning show to do like a segment with me. Like, I think we should wait maybe right before the Raptors. And if I could get you guys to come in the morning, we could do a little Raptors, like, you know what I'm saying? A little Raptors rundown.
No.
I don't know if I can get you. I don't know.
We got the chat going on now.
You have to clear the paperwork for that?
Well, we can talk to the upper management and see what's all going on.
All right, Cindy. Threaten whoever needs to be threatened and make it happen for me. Thank you, girl. You guys don't let me send City Milo. City Milo comes with the pen, the paper, and she says, "Sign this." That's what's up.
like she's like Suge Knight. She hang us over the balcony.
Yeah. Oh, yo,
Yeah,
Priscilla,
she's
you know
like,
what?
she's like,
I'm
quick,
actually gonna
quick.
do that. You know, it's funny. No, Priscilla just said that. You know what? I used to do a segment at 10 o'clock, the news, where I would just do 3 news topics. But yeah, I'm definitely bringing that back. So yeah, that's gonna come back. It's just a lot,
Big.
man. It's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody in there, man.
Shout out to
But
the
yo,
whole chat.
is there any more pizza in this break room, or do we have to go get pizza now?
No,
Why, you didn't find any pizza in here? There was no
No, I
Pizza's
think
pizza?
done.
we ate a lot of pizza in here. We drank wine in here. There were shots in here. There's a lot going on in this break room. There's donuts here too. I've noticed that.
Well, that's all that's
Lots of
left.
donuts.
The funny thing is that every time we come into the break room, everybody gets the pizza and leave us with the donuts.
Now I get it. So we're just giving out pizza.
We're gonna have to figure it out. Probably
Somebody
figure
gave
it
out
out.
pizza.
see, you know
We
what's
don't know who
crazy?
gave out the pizza. We don't know who
You know
gave
what's
out the
crazy?
pizza. Somebody
You know what's
gave
crazy?
it out.
What's that?
Imagine saying, give out the pizza in my chat. See what happens, bro. See what happens, bro. They're petty,
All right.
man. I'm telling you, they're petty. They're petty. Come in the morning and say that. Don't worry, you'll see what happens.
Shit,
They're
son.
petty people, man. I love them.
So it
Can't live
goes.
without them.
All right, Celebrity Drew, thank you so
Thank
much,
you
my
guys,
brother.
man. Appreciate you guys,
It's
man.
been amazing, good time. Thank you so much, Jean Tabak, Big O, James Johnson, Hiru
Shit,
Turgulu,
son.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
That's
And,
the list.
And remember, James
Master
Johnson's
P.
on that list. He's my guy, but that's really Jamario Moon. Okay, that's really Jamario Moon. So
Jamario put in work, yo. He put in
James
work.
Johnson really is technically James Johnson is the honorable mention. Jamario Moon. Come on, man. Jamario Moon went to the dung off, man. He was
story.
amazing, and
He was
nobody
awesome.
cared. Yo, he was awesome, and nobody cared. nobody cared, man. Nobody.
Such is life, bro.
Such is life. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for having me, man. And I can't wait to be
man.
back. Blessings to you guys and continued success over here. Pizza in the break room. I cannot wait to be back. Thank you
One
guys
love,
so
much
much.
appreciated.
One love, man.
Chris
Down the
Dre,
road, man.
what's up with you? Thank you so much.
Take care,
night.
everybody. You guys all have a wonderful
Alexandra,
evening.
thank you so much. Brown Thing, thank you so much. Celebrity Drew, thank you so much. Chris Emmanuel Cali, thank you so much. Cones and Bones, thank you so much. DJ Flame, I appreciate you.
Mimi Kasimi.
Thank you so much. Jamaican Candy, thank you so much. Justin Raju, thank you so much. Priscilla in the Six,
Priscilla.
you.
Touche. Good morning. It is morning. Priscilla. big up.
Seashells, thank you so much. The Quarty Queen, thank you so much. V&K, thank you so much. Denise Jojo, thank you
Fave.
so much. Cindy
Big
Milo,
up, Fave.
thank you so much. Mrs. Ron C, thank you so much. DJ
Anybody
Flame,
exciting? Anybody you want to go to? Anybody? Anybody? Recommendations for a quick raid? Anybody?
what you got?
Honorary Jamaican. Celebrity Drew go live for real. We're right into Celebrity Drew. That'd be hilarious.
That is funny. Stop this. Mimi can see me. Thank you so much.
Seashells, big up. Did I big up Seashells? Big up Seashells. We'll see you in the morning. See you in a few hours, Celebrity Drew. Take your rest. Don't listen to them. No pressure. No peer pressure. Big up Just Raju. Trouble. Priscilla. Thank y'all. True story. Much appreciated.
Have you rated someone?
No, not yet. Who's on? I don't know who's on. Nobody told me to raid anybody.
Okay, hold on.
If you all still here.
How do you do it? Slash
raid, some shit like that. Yeah.
Raid space.
I was raiding and hate all the feeds in the break room. Big up Mimi.
Hope I did it right.
You rated IDF Fuck TV. Raju, big up. Mimi, big up. Seashells, big up again. Something's about to raid. We're about to raid somewhere. Everybody, good night. Thank you again. Celebrity Drew, big up. Chat, big up.
Yes, y'all. Thank you so much, y'all. Appreciate y'all. This was a great night.
Say word.
Y'all were fantastic.
Say word.
Did I do it right?
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. We can hit the button right now if you want. Ready? Holla.
Yeah,
Boom.
hit it.
Later, y'all.
One time.
I think it's gone. Oh, it didn't go? It didn't go. Bumbleclot. I don't want to leave it. I'm going to get...
There we go.
Oh,
do they have pizza? Where are they going? Do they have pizza? Maybe because of you.
Donuts on your ass, yo.
You brought the whole house. Damn. Seashells, what's going on? What's going on, Seashells? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Is there any other way to eat? Is there any way to eat blueberries? Nah, that's the only way. In the house. Mr. Cheeks got his.
Yo.